In lies and bigot motherfucker, the twisted, endless, empty lies. Junk Uzi, sharp needles ready for venomous dives. Junk Uzi, under deceitful imagine the snitch bitch shivers. Junk Uzi, grasping at extreme highs yet helplessly quivers. Junk Uzi, my college boy hick nugger dick sucking I'm a spit. Junk Uzi, fraudulent schemer plotting from the little house. Junk Uzi, shadowed by inbred past as your riches disembark. Junk Uzi, dark dreams cloak robed in despair. Junk Uzi, preaching life lies that shred the air. Junk Uzi, sniveling snitch, pathetic with no friends. You a seething motherfucking keyboard bitch, endless nights with no ends. Junk Uzi, feeding on others' talents, my own disdain. You a venomous cry bully bitch with malicious rain. Hey, Uzi needs attention to flex the temporary unit. Fame's plastic imitator shackled by string chains. Junk Uzi, identity lost in rage and disdain. Junk Uzi, desperate fishbowl junkie on a reckless path. Junk Uzi, trading your identity, embracing the other's past. Junk Uzi, street tranny hookers is your relief for life tomorrow. Junk Uzi, rusty insults drip from a broken rock. Junk Uzi, poisonous mind crushes hollow dreams. Tortured in Pittsburgh, demands to reign. Junk Uzi, glaring overcompensating for love, you cry out in pain. Pathetic snitch who uses others' name. Uncle is beast seething, vengeful, untamed. Junk Uzi, stealing the fishbowl identities, watching the past. You a storm of venom, malevolence fast. Junk Uzi, Uzi dreams of dominance, cursed to last. Gas station life streams and retard island is all you have. False crown crumbles, disdainful rain. Junk Uzi, mirror shatters, time drifts like rain. Junk Uzi, in creeping shadows, festering decay. Junk Uzi, identity fades, becoming gray. CEO of retard island is all you have. Hey, Uzi, Junk Uzi, empire crumbles to sand, venomous and stark, with wrath I stand. Junk Uzi, Junk Uzi. In lies and bigot motherfucker, the twisted, endless, empty lies. Junk Uzi.
Yo, 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 welcome to the program. Welcome to the show, guys. Rousey Dungeon today. We're doing some fucking red meat, some drama. Shit's been popping off over the past 24 hours. So I've been getting messages, texts all fucking night long. I didn't even see the show last night, so I'm going to be watching a bit of this update with you guys. Locks Report Live. We'll do as long as we can do, I guess. I got some time today, so I figured why not? Apes was sending me a text message saying, how come no one's live, Tan? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. Like, I don't know what these Dubai guys are doing. So let me know in the chat if my audio is okay. My cat was fucking chewing up my cable, so my headphones, and I don't use that Bluetooth shit, man. I just got a fucking basic bitch wired in headphones. So I was like, maybe my audio might be fucked, but let me know in the chat if it is all right. While you guys do that, I will say hello to people. We got JB starting us off saying Jesus. We got Apes, who has definitely been fiending a bit of like live drama, in the chat, saying hello, yo fella. We got JB first super chat of the day, 12 euros. Thank you so much. We got a super sticker from JB. We're gonna be reviewing some of this drama, right? It's been I titled the show the Jammy Strikes Back. It's like we're in Griff Wars, like Star Wars Episode 2, The Empire Strikes Back. We're in Griff Wars Episode 2, The Jammy Strikes Back, and we're going to be going through kind of what happened overnight between Curly and Nick and Jammy and everybody. Like there's been a lot of fucking crazy shit going on, and we're gonna break it down. We're gonna hear it live. I'll give some commentary. I think there's there's kind of different perspectives of what's going on. You got the perspective of the content creators, whether that's Nick or Curly or Tim or Archie, and you got the perspective of the viewer. That's us in the chat, us watching the show, as well as some of the punchers that may have been showcased on some of these shows, these drama shows that have been going on for a couple of years now. I think this kind of new style of doing drama, the clip drama, is really a child of the dungeon. I would say the Narc. We got to give credit where credit's due, right? I mean, the Narc was the original clip guy, and a lot of folks have kind of taken over that role, whether it's Nick or Curly or other people. I don't really do a ton of clips. I will do some clips today because hey, I think it's important for us to hear the message, hear it live, see what actually happened, and kind of go through some commentary. A couple more people in the chat. We got Mikey Casio GTR in the chat enjoying the intro song. Yeah, I want to shout out to Curly, right? Sure, Curly did share that clip with me, and it is, he knows I really do find that tune pretty catchy. So I think it's pretty good. I don't know who this is, but in the chat, hello to you, AIX3. We got Muhammad Ali, our good friend, who has been gracious enough to give Jammy some money to get some drinks or some food. So we always appreciate seeing Muhammad Ali. He says the Dubai streams have been epic. Great to see the guys enjoying the city, the watches, and each other's company. Yeah, I think I think there's been a good amount of watch stuff. Not so much, I think, on the dungeon. We haven't really seen a lot of that stuff. It's mostly shows after the watch stuff is done, to the kind of bro house type stuff, to a bit of drama, and even some live drama with Jamie, right? Like it's been that was pretty unexpected, I would say, and I think even for Curly, I think he was not really expecting that from Jamie, and that's, I think, what when I kind of look at these shows, that kind of organic drama is really, that's the stuff that really keeps it interesting, right? Like we can manufacture things, or we can run clips of shows from 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's not, it's okay. The content's okay, but like when it's really like fresh, off the cuff type stuff, I think that's what's really interesting. Yeah, I think we've seen a little bit of that. We had a little bit of that in London, when Tim Wright was going to Archie, and there's a bit of like live stuff happening. So didn't really expect that from Dubai, but hey, we got a nugget of drama that I figured, hey, well, I got some time on to cover it. We got Lux Report in the chat, and I see Lux who says hi and hey, and yeah, guys. So why don't I roll my intro, and then let's get into some clips. Let's see how we go. You guys know what time it is. We're in Griff Wars, Episode 2, The Jammy Strikes Back. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show, guys. This is the Lux Report. I am the narrative. This is an unsanctioned broadcast. Archie Luxury does not know I'm doing this. Bateman does not know I'm doing this. All opinions, guys. Don't go after those guys. Go after me. All opinions in this segment are those of the narrative and no one else. I really don't know why people go after others. They can go after the narrative himself, because as this is going to be today, it's going to be my opinion. I'm going to kind of look at it at different angles, right? There's the angle of the creator, there's the angle of the punter, And yeah, I mean, I'm not really involved in any of the shit, so I think I can give a bit of an outside perspective. And obviously, you guys in the chat can chime in, let me know what you guys think. But I do have on the screen here. Let me pull it up. We're gonna pull up the show yesterday from the Franchise Club. Show was called the Cuck Report. So if you guys are members of the Franchise Club, if you're not a member, sign up for a membership so you guys can see this show. I'll play a little bit of the clips, bring you guys up to speed. So what ended up happening overnight was a slew of kind of privacy complaints were filed by Jamie Opulence against Watch Nicholas, against the Franchise Club. And look, Jamie has stated, over the last couple of days, you guys have seen it. We had the clip on the dungeon where Jamie basically said to Curly, "Hey man, don't use my shit. Don't use my image. If you do, I'm going to strike you." Same message to Watch Nicholas. Really interesting kind of message from Jamie, because to kind of rewind a little bit, I think a lot of this started with a clip that Plastic made of Jamie. I'm not going to play the clip because I know Jamie doesn't like it, and he obviously struck Watch Nicholas's channel for that clip, and I think may have been the actual catalyst to Watch Nicholas getting demonetized. There was obviously public information around TW reporting Watch Nicholas for the Plastic clip of TW. Didn't want that up. And I showed that on one of my Locks reports. You can see it in the comments. TW says I've reported this to Jamie, also reporting the video. Now, I was on a dungeon a few days ago. You could probably go back and find it, where Jamie was like, I don't really care about people running shit, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if you don't care, I'll play the clip, and I mean, it doesn't seem like it's really that big of a deal to you. And I think once he saw what was being said in the clip, that's when he went and struck the channel, as far as I can kind of piece it together. So maybe he didn't really assume that the clip was that bad until he saw it and ended up filing the privacy complaint, which I believe is the main reason on why Watch Nicholas has become demonetized. Maybe it's a combination of Jamie reporting and TW reporting. I don't really know. Only really Watch Nick can show what that is and why his channel was demonetized. But that's what we can speculate on. I didn't really see anything else. Obviously Archie didn't copyright strike, and we would have heard about that. That would have been the first thing Nick would have shown, is if Archie had copyright struck. So I don't think it's a copyright strike. I think it was actually reporting of from Jamie towards Watch Nick of using this clip that Plastic made of Jamie. And in that clip, you can see you obviously see Jamie's face, and there's kind of like a song that's voiced over the clip, and it says a few different things that I don't think Jamie really liked. And so Jamie had filed a privacy complaint with YouTube saying, hey, I did not authorize them using my image, and therefore I want it taken down. I think that's why it's happening. I mean, there's obviously this other, there's other speculation. Again, we won't really know until Watch Nicholas really shows the receipts. So nobody really knows. But the fact that he's not showing the receipts, to me, it kind of leans in either one of these two ways. So JB is saying Nick turned his shit off because he doesn't need it, right? Like, that is one narrative. Bateman's talked about that, where he feels maybe Nick had turned off his monetization simply. Like, if you kind of think about it, right? Nick was not making any money anyways at that time. For over a month, he had burned all his donors. His content was pretty trash. A lot of people simply didn't want to watch his show, right? Like, he called it a boycott. He called it this. He called it that. But the reality is that it was he himself that caused that problem. Like I said, it's very similar to how Tim Wright imploded, right? Like, he had an opportunity at one point in time to really bridge that gap with his viewers and simply say, hey, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize, or whatever. And Tim Wright went on the show and said, I apologize for nothing. Fuck you guys. And that's what created kind of that exodus out of Tim's show into, what became the Colony, and now is primarily mostly the OC camp. Nick kind of had that opportunity when, he had burned JB, he had burned MT85, he had burned Bateman, he had burned a lot of people, and he had the opportunity to walk back, and he simply didn't, right? And that's really why he was making no money. So for anybody to really strike him because he's competition at that point is a bit far-fetched. I mean, if he's not really making any money, why the fuck do we care about that, right? Like, I mean, you're not taking money out of the walrus's pocket, as they're like going to claim on these shows, right? So it didn't really make a lot of sense. So I really, it's either this, what JB's saying is he turned off himself because, I mean, what's the fucking point? Whether he's monetized or not, he's not making any money, or that it was due to the reporting. That's kind of the way I see it. But I mean, it could be either one or the other. Now, overnight, Jamie has, and look, you guys will hear this in the clip, and I'll play it for you guys. I'm just giving you a bit of the quick synopsis before we get into it. Jamie had filed more privacy complaints, both now against Wash Nicholas and against Curly. And Jamie does hop on Curly's show last night. You can see on the screen we have Jamie, we have Nick, we got Curly, we got Alejandro Gillick, and then the diversity bot, right? The famous diversity bot. So we're going to kind of hear from Jamie, his perspective. We're going to hear from Curly, his perspective, Nick's perspective. And I'm going to kind of break it down like from all sides, right? Because I don't think that there's one right or wrong answer, right? There's a lot of shades of gray in this. There's points on both sides. And it's not as definitive as, one person's right, one person's wrong, at least from what I've seen. But, again, I haven't seen this whole thing. So we're gonna dissect it. As we do here on the Locks Report, our number one overlay is the Narc. We do, we do appreciate the Narc's contributions. His generous contributions to the hate stream. So we like to, honor the Narc by making him as our official overlay as we play clips. But let me make sure the volume's up here, and let's see how she goes.
Hey, our good friend Jamie. Here he is, our great friend Jamie.
Oh, nice.
You got the floor. You got the floor, Jamie.
Got the floor, Jamie. How are you, sir?
Well, got the floor. Okay, I wasn't necessarily looking to have the floor, but
yeah, you're in a bit of a fucking predicament there, pal.
I was thinking perhaps we could have a chat and address anything that needs addressing.
Now you want to have a civilized chat?
Hang on. Let him speak.
I don't know you. Who's AG?
It's Vlad.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Okay, I'll ignore
Let's
that.
be respectful. He jumped on.
Sorry.
Let's be respectful. He
Sorry.
jumped on.
Go
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got the floor.
We have a chat, or because I'm not here to argue and fight and throw accusations and blah.
Ooh, I mean, you're hopping on Curly's show after privacy striking him, and you're not here to argue and fight, man. Like, I like Jamie, but dude, like, you're walking into the fucking wolf's den here after you've riled them all up, and I mean, look, you should probably expect to get bit a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I can kind of sense, Vlad's his discontent here with what's going on, obviously. And look, this is how a lot of viewers take it, right? If you take away their fun, right? If you demonetize the channel, you do a lot of things that can prevent people's fun. They get, not just the content creators, but even the viewers themselves get, a little upset about it. So I can kind of see the, the discontent from Vlad. But yeah, I mean, Jamie's saying he's not trying to have a fight while, having really privacy struck Curly. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I think you should have set your expectations a little bit differently.
Blah blah blah. I'm feeling very
Let's
pleased.
get going. Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's get on with it.
Let him do me a favor, Vlad. Let him speak.
All right.
Let him speak.
Yeah. So I filed 2 privacy reports. It was me. It wasn't under any influence. It was me on my own. I pressed.
So that's an important point, right? Because Nick constantly makes polls and posts about like, oh, these guys are striking my channel on behalf of, either Lux or Tan or Archie or whatever, right? Like, this is kind of, you'll hear it first from Jamie, and he says, I'm going to rewind it here for a second. Jamie says it himself, like he went about doing this on his own. People have used my image. They've, done AI clips of me. Don't really matter to me. Like, I find a lot of them funny. So to me, I don't personally take it badly, right? But that's just me, right? You can't always project how you're reacting onto others, right? Because others are going to have a different, everyone's going to have a different, reaction to it. Everyone's going to have a different sensitivity to it, I would say. But, just to be super clear, right? Jamie went about this on his own. And if this was the reason why Nick got demonetized, I think it also needs to be clear that this was, these folks, whether it's TW or Jamie on their own, there wasn't any, influence by the Archieverse or Archie or Lux or me in this case, because I really don't see a reason to do that. Like I mentioned, Nick was already demonetized. The guy, if you can really think about it, demonetized in the sense he didn't really make any money, right? Like, why the fuck would we care at that point about him, losing his fucking monetization?
Privacy reports. It was me. It wasn't under any influence. It was me on my own. I pressed the button and so on. Why did I do it? Because it feels like that's. Sorry?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something. Yeah. Why did I do it? Because it, obviously I don't have a channel and whatnot. It just felt like that was the only way to respond. Like,
well, you don't have. Well, hold on, Jamie. Can I? You don't have a channel. You got Archie's platform. You got Tim's platform. You got your own channel. So
yeah, I'll have to disagree with Curly here, right? Like, I think a lot of people that we would call civilians, they don't perceive it that way. They don't perceive it as, they have a channel, whether it's us or whether it's Tim, to go on and use it as their mechanism to do a response video, right? Yeah, has it happened in the past with a few people? Sure. But in this day and age, like most of these guys are, they hop on to, have a fuck about, show us some shit they're doing in Dubai. Like, they're not coming on here running, hours upon hours of clips, right? Like, it's, you don't see that anymore. And so I don't think Tim, I don't think, Jamie would want to do that on any channel. And I don't think he does have a channel. I don't think he has a method to respond. Now, I may not agree with the way he responded, but I don't think he has a platform to do it. So I can kind of see where he's coming from in this, like, hey, I don't really have a way, if you guys are running hours upon hours or whatever, to have a proportionate response. And I think in his mind, what he did was a proportionate response. Again, I don't believe it is a proportionate response, but I don't think that Jamie really has what Curly's describing, a channel to do a proportionate response.
So do me a favor. Don't insult the little intelligence that I have. Okay. So it's not because of that.
Right.
You have you want to respond. You got Jock would respond with you. JB 10 would give you a platform. Anybody will give you a platform. So please don't do that.
Yeah.
No, I think if he did ask me for a platform to respond, absolutely I would. I would give him a platform if he wanted one. But I just don't think that most people, civilians, if you want to call them, they're not interested in spending hours upon hours of their time doing responses. They're just not, right? They'll probably go for the most efficient way to respond, which I think Jamie is what he wanted to do here, is what he felt was probably the most efficient way to respond, with the heaviest hitting way to do it, right? I think that's more of what he was doing. I don't think he has any interest to go on a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour response on it. Now, would JB or Jock respond, talking about it like I'm talking about? Sure, I'm sure they would. Right, just like I'm talking about it, but I don't think anyone's necessarily going to do it to defend Jamie, right? Like, if we were to give him a platform to say what he wants to say, that would have to come from him. That would have to be him reaching out to me saying, "Hey, man, I feel like I want an hour or two to just be able to dissect this and have my response." But I think what's difficult here, and a lot of people, at least from the viewer's perspective, when they have content made of them, is like, they understand, okay, they do one response, but then it gets into a back and forth, and they don't want to be spending a week, 5 days, 3 days going back and forth, with people that are, either very good at doing this, or do this often enough, or have a big microphone to do it, right? Again, I don't think I don't think he'd be able to go on Tim's. I don't think Tim would let him use his channel to do that. Dungeon, yeah, if he wanted to do that, absolutely, we'd probably give him a platform to do it. But I just don't think that folks that watch the show really want to get into a back and forth at all.
That is accurate.
It feels like maybe I was a little quick to press the button.
A bunch of times too, against a bunch of channels also.
I mean, how do you, let's reverse the question. How does it make you feel when that?
How does it make you feel when your business gets shut down, Jamie?
Dude, hey man.
How's your
Yeah, I think this is a good question that Jamie's asking Nick, because let's be real here, right? Like, you used a clip of Jamie in a public space, whether that's Jamie at an event or Jamie on the stream, and that's okay to do that, and that's totally fine, and it's just fun, and that's how we make our money. But when other people use a clip of Watch Nicholas, who went to a public event, and I'm not going to show the photo, but He showed it on history. If you want to see what the photo I'm talking about, it's I think it's the thumbnail of one of his last streams, where it's Nick wearing a purple sweater. I mean, that was taken at the Fish Fry meetup with Mike the Snake. That is a public event. But Nick will call that doxing. If anyone posts that photo, it's doxing. Why are you doxing me? So again, there's a bit of, at least on Nick's side here, there's a bit of hypocrisy, because it is the cardinal sin if they show a photo of Nick at a public event, but he wants to be able to show Jamie's photo and video and put, audio on top of it of things either said about Jamie that he may not have said, or stuff he doesn't want, on the internet, not from his own even words at that sense, right? From that sense of what's happening in that video that Plastic put out. So I don't know, hypocrisy, I would say, on Nick's side, where he goes to a public event, where he's on camera and nobody's allowed to post that, but he's allowed to post Jamie's, public events all day long, and that's fair game. So that's, I'm going to call that out right now. I think that's fucking stupid on Nick's part, and I think he needs to grow the fuck up with this shit, because, like, dude, you went to a public event, if you're going to say that you can use anybody's content from a public event, you need to, you need to also fucking, at this point, just live with the fact that people are going to do it with you.
How's it feel when you lose your business?
All right, hang on. Yeah, listen. I don't want to gang up. I don't want to gang. I actually want to hear Jamie, because I do have one question for you, but you could go through. Let me respond. I don't want this to be piling up on Jamie, because I got to tell you, Jamie,
I don't want that at all either.
Coming from you, this was very unexpected. I actually reached out and I said, hey, if this is serious, I don't want to upset Jamie. I mean, I was told that this was shtick, that you were trolling.
I never got the reach out. I've not been reached out to.
All right. Well, then. No,
I think that's a fair assessment from Curly. I think Curly, I saw a lot of the kind of back and forth in the dungeon, where Curly was in the chat. He's like, hey, Jammy, send me your paper. Like, I can see that, being a bit of shtick. Like, I think Curly was assuming a certain way, and I don't think it was wrong for him to assume that, because Jamie, he again, right, like that first example I gave you, where I told Jamie, hey man, like, have you seen this video that Watch Nick's put out? Like, and James said, nah, it's all good, anyone can put out anything. And then I'm like, all right, well, if he says that's okay, then I'll play it, right? Like, and then he sent the privacy strike to Nick. So it's like there is a bit of inconsistency, I'd say, on Jamie's side here, that probably led to some miscommunication, and Curly assuming one way. So I don't think Curly's wrong here in assuming that, like, yeah, maybe this is just lighthearted. It's, hey, you're going to strike my channel as a joke or whatever. And then it actually spiraled from there.
And then somebody's running a script on me. But whatever the case may be, I just have this to say to you, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever it is that upset you now that you've come back, you could have at least talked to me about it. I didn't need you to jump on here. You got the show email. You could have said, hey, Curly, I don't appreciate the picture you had of me in the green shirt, because that's the only thing I could think of, because I really have never said a bad thing about you other than a little tongue-in-cheek trolling. If that picture upset you, I mean, I've had a picture of you poolside with the hamburger with the funny haircut. You never said anything about that, okay? But that picture, maybe that picture with the man boobs, or maybe hey, believe me, I know what it's like when people.
You can hear Jamie says no, right? And this is where I think the confusion's coming from, because I don't think Jamie's being very clear here with Curly, right? Because Curly is confused. He's like, well, I put up a lot of photos of you, and I've never really heard this about, from you before. And I mean, Curly has, like, I mean, all of us have seen it, right? All the way back to, like, New York, when Jamie was doing, like, fun stuff in New York. Like, it's tough to kind of gauge this right now with Jamie on, what is going to set him off and what is not, So I think on Jamie's side, a few days ago, he was clear, like, hey, if you use my image, I'm going to strike the channel. I'm going to do a privacy complaint. Okay. Maybe he was serious about that, but I think that maybe that just was not communicated effectively. I don't know how Curly reached out. Maybe that was through somebody at the bro house. I really don't know. But it seems like those wires got crossed, and there's a bit of fucking miscommunication happening here.
I'll mock you for being overweight, okay?
We've all got boobs, Curly. You've got them, Angelic's got them, I've got them. We've all got that.
I don't have anything like what you have, Jamie. That's
because you're healthy, and we're not.
Yeah, we're the same age, and you have tits as big as
That's okay.
JB, but whatever.
50% of the population do. That it is what it is.
Okay.
I'm a beast. That's my position. So how do we de-escalate this?
Maybe don't do it anymore.
Yeah, this is I mean, Jamie, seriously, bro, like you fucking sent multiple privacy complaints and you hopped on saying, I don't want to have a fight with you guys. And how do we de-escalate this? Like, what the fuck, man? It's just, I think there's a bunch of folks here that are a little tone deaf, and aren't reading the room right. And yeah, I think Jamie's one of them, in this case. Like, he walked into this show saying, I don't want to have a fight, after he privacy struck both of these guys. And then now he's like, how do we de-escalate it? It's like, and Nick is saying, don't do it again. And I mean, I get it, I guess. But I think that what Curly did and what Nick did they're very different, I would say. And I think that's important for the crowd to understand, right? Like, Nick ran a clip of Jamie, unauthorized. Jamie did not want it up there, of audio saying Jamie was doing certain things that I don't think Jamie wanted to be portrayed that way or whatever. That's what Nick did. And I mean, on Jamie's side, yeah, maybe he felt he was justified to ask for that to be taken down, right? Just like TW. TW didn't like the way his video was being depicted and asked to have it taken down, right? Curly may be running and kind of to differentiate what Curly was doing. Curly was, maybe had done a little bit of an AI mockery of a photo or something like that, and then was probably commenting on video. And that is very different between those two. So I think that it's important to differentiate, because I wouldn't necessarily bucket those two together. If I were Jamie, or, and again, I think he's just maybe reading the room wrong and is associating the two together. But I think they're two very different ways of trolling, I guess you could say. We got a super chat from JDMTL, $2.80 Canadian. The true poison is Lux and JB clean house. I mean, Lux has had his fair share of enemies over the years, and look, Lux fights back the way he fights back. I don't really, I can't really speak for the guy. He does his thing, and yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna have to take that up with Lux, because again, right, like he's had his own walk-ins, run-ins with Curly, I guess you could say, and he's gone about. He said it himself. He's done privacy strikes against Curly, and yeah, I mean, that's just the way he does it, right? Like, people like to rope others into actions of certain folks, like Nick has been attempting to do, saying, oh, JB or MT or Tan or whatever are giving orders to Jamie to do this, which is completely false. I mean, you heard it from Jamie himself saying, this was me, I did it on my own. TW did it on his own. And look, if Lux wants to do that and he feels that that's justified, then I mean, I can't tell. He doesn't fucking, I'm not his dad, right? Like, fuck am I gonna tell this guy to do one way or the other, right? So I'd say that if you have a beef with Lux, you take it up with Lux.
It's not that hard. Don't click the button again.
Do you know what happens? Did you ask Lux what happened with his 7 privacy complaints? You know what happens? Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I've heard.
You know what I do?
Wait, Jamie, you're asking how Curly de-escalates this when you yourself fired the first shot.
Yeah, I think that's right. From Vlad. I think Vlad hit that nail on the head. That's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, you kind of came in doing these privacy complaints, and then you're asking to de-escalate. So I think Vlad is. I can hear Vlad's a little upset about this, and I get it. But I think he's asking the right question.
No, Adri, that's not correct.
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
I've not fired the first shot. I fired a return shot.
Return shot. You understand that you're part of this first, right? We actually hold you to a high regard, and it's satire, bro. It's not meant to hurt your feelings. You should know this. And given like how long you've been around here, do you really think that it was meant to really offend you, but to also just include you? Because again, like the Anglo-Saxon one, you sent that to Curly. Dude, I actually really like it. And again, I feel a little
brilliant.
disappointed, man. That's why I'm kind of snapping out, and I apologize for calling you a pussy. But again,
I just don't understand. I just don't understand, because I've heard people say some despicable stuff about you, your wife, your lifestyle. I've never done any of that. Man. You take it all tongue.
Exactly. And so this is where Curly's differentiating what Nick did and Plastic did to what he's doing. And I agree with this. I think that this is a very important point, because just like Vlad is pointing out, hey, like, the Anglo-Saxon thing, I mean, these were on the shows, we're replaying it, we're commenting on the clip. That's one thing, but Curly is differentiating that from what Nick did with Plastic, taking Jamie's face, putting audio on top of it, and saying things that I definitely assume that Jamie did not want out there. So this is an important point of differentiating kind of what the two channels are doing, because bucketing them in the same way, I think, is not really fair in my opinion.
Tongue in cheek, okay. Now, if the pitcher, but you didn't explain why you were. If you came back and you just said, the one thing I got is I have a bone to pick with Curly. Never an explanation. You didn't elaborate. Not that I expect. I wouldn't come on. I wouldn't want to fucking catfish you on to make content out of you. I mean,
Right.
I actually like you a lot. I hope you know that. I hope I wasn't.
Yeah,
I actually,
that.
I don't feel I have ever exploited your drunken fucking frolics ever. I watched Nicholas's stream when you were doing when you were going for sailing lessons and stuff.
Sure.
I actually literally I backstaged you for exposing yourself so you didn't fucking show yourself on stream.
Show yourself.
So it was kind of a surprise for you to take this tactic. And all I was told was, yeah, it's just trolling. That's just Jamie. Jamie's doing. You even said you were dark trolling. And now here you file privacy explain. But I would hope that you know what happens, what you open up when you do a privacy complaint. Ask Lux how it worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Lux, how did it work out for you? Tell us in the chat, man, because Curly's saying your privacy complaints didn't go anywhere, and there's kind of two sides to this story, right? Like Curly's saying one thing, Lux is saying another. I don't know which one is fucking true, but yeah, I mean, Curly's kind of saying, hey, privacy complaints don't work. Jamie is saying, well, this is in retaliation for, and again, I think that Jamie is confusing what Watch Nicholas and Plastic did to what Curly did and put them two in the same bucket. And I think that's where the crux of this is actually, why this has caused this level of a problem. And so, yeah, I think that is an important piece for Jamie to kind of, understand and dissect here, because that is, I think, what's leading to a lot of this anger, especially on Curly's side. Lux says it was successful, and I showed the receipt at the time. So again, right, we don't really know as viewers. I'm looking at this from a viewer perspective. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not, right? Curly says that the privacy complaints didn't work, and Lux said that they did. So who knows, right? I guess we're gonna have to chalk that up to he said, she said.
Understanding is it gives you 48 hours to either remove the video on your own accord or not, and then a human from YouTube then takes an actual look, and then I don't know what happens from there. But based on what you're saying Lux has filed 7, which have got him nowhere.
He's filed 7. Archie's copyright struck me and never got demonetized over that. I got demonetized over my own stupidity of playing music. That's why I generated myself. Sure. I don't really care about that, Jamie. But I mean, to me, what you did, I take it personally because you're trying to take away something that I enjoy doing. I don't fucking put on a show for myself. I actually enjoy interacting with an audience that we have, and I can't help it that fucking Lux can't do that, and his low self-esteem.
Yeah, this is where it gets really intense, right? Because you have to understand from Curly's perspective, like he gets a lot of entertainment, 2 or 3 times a week from doing this. He does this because he wants to do it. He enjoys doing it. So if you take that away from him, the response is going to be a lash out. It's going to be aggressive. Like you have to anticipate that, right? Like if you're going to go tit for tat, you have to anticipate that that's going to be the response. I would say to Jamie, right? When everyone talks about 4D chess, I mean, yeah, if you're going to have, if you're going to throw a missile his way, right, you're going to have to expect a response. And I think that's what we're seeing here from Curly is basically stating, hey man, if you're going to go down this road, then, you should expect a proportionate response. And again, in Jamie's mind, he's thinking that this is a proportionate response. And maybe it was with Watch Nicholas. Like maybe it was, right? Like I don't know. But with Curly, like I said, I've seen some of the stuff Curly was doing. I don't think that necessarily it was that bad. I could be wrong. I haven't seen everything. Maybe there were certain things that Jamie didn't like, and maybe there was channels. I mean, according to Jamie, there was no reach out. There was no channels of communication. A lot of this kind of stuff happens because whenever people say, well, we don't like to talk behind the scenes or whatever, well, that's kind of where you should have a channel of communication saying, hey, man, like, you're putting stuff up that I don't want up there. And okay, if you've said that and the content creator says, fuck you, I'm going to keep going with it, which is kind of what Nick wants to do. Okay, right? Then shoot your missile, I guess. But if it's like what Curly's saying is like, well, if you had contacted me, emailed me, in whatever channel that they can communicate, maybe Curly would have had a different response. I don't know, right? Like, and look, there's gonna be people in the chat that don't believe that Curly would have done that. I'll be totally honest with you. I've had my own encounters with Curly. What is it, maybe a year and a half ago, where I approached him and I said, "Hey, man, like Archie doesn't like you playing his clips. He's helped you out a lot. You use his channel, to build your profile, and he's just requesting you don't use it." And Curly straight up told me, "Fuck you. I'm going to do what I want." Right. So, I don't know if that actually would have worked in that sense, but I think at least he should have done that. And if it was a complete no, and that's what caused me to start my own beef with Curly. He said, "Fuck you." No, I'm like, all right, man, I'm going to fucking troll your ass then. And I went after him. Right. Like, that's what happened. But it was, I would say in that case, it was a proportionate response, like he was trolling Archie from, his platform, and we were trolling him back from ours, right? That's, to me, was a proportionate response. It wasn't, me going in and privacy striking him, because he was using AI of me and other stuff like that. He actually, on one of their videos, actually took a photo off of my Facebook, and it was like a wedding photo of mine from like fucking, I don't know, 15 years ago or some shit, right? I never complained about that. It was kind of fucking weird. I'll be honest with you guys. So I think Curly's even talked about it. He's even said, "Hey, Tan, I thought that was AI generated," and it wasn't. It was an actual photo from my Facebook. So it's like, all right, like, but I didn't go down that road because I was going for a proportionate response. So look, we're speculating here whether Curly would have not done it, but Curly's saying he wouldn't. So I'm going to take my face value here, but let's keep hearing what these guys are saying.
Theme and his insecurities are too much for him to bear. I super chatted Archie yesterday morning. Okay. I've never had this problem with Tim. I've never had this problem with Ocean. I only have it with the Cult of the Living fucking Dead. And I'm not the only one. Yeah. And guess what? They're not going to drive me off like they drove off. Ask T and Tickers how it was for him when he got monetized. Ask Disc. Ask fucking Green Room. Oh, you can't. You can't. He disappeared. Ask Blondie. Okay. I don't know
about Blondie, dude. Like, I'll tell you, my own personal beef with Blondie was simply because, we were helping her out a lot and she was not wanting to reciprocate that. Like, that's pretty much what it was, at least from my opinion. Don't see that we went after her at all. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but it was simply like we were promoting her show. There's tons of Lox reports on, I think I've taken them down off Elite Horology, but we were promoting her channel when she was building it up and stuff like that. And she didn't want to, when we asked for a favor, for some help, she didn't want to do it. So, okay, cool. Like, if you're going to take and not give back and help us, like, I mean, what's the fucking point? Why should we help? Right. So I don't know about the Blondie part of this, but, and again, the T and Tickers Green Room stuff is, I wasn't around when that happened, but I can definitely speak on the Blondie part that we did not go after Blondie, or at least I didn't do that. From that perspective, it was purely that, we've helped her out a lot and she didn't want to return the fucking favor.
Fucking beating. I've been taking a beating all my life. This stuff here, if it was from anybody else, it wouldn't bother me. I would laugh it off. But coming from you, after I'm told, I'm secure enough that I fucking reach out and I say, I don't, is this real or not? Because I don't want to offend this guy.
Yeah. Do you know what I think just happened from my side? AJ, just let me get this out. Let me get this out, and then it's all yours. What I think just happened. So it's like playing tennis. You hit a ball, someone hits the ball back, you hit a ball, like that, yeah? Rallying. What I just did, for me, I don't necessarily know the consequences of, you're saying taking away your living and whatnot. I get that. For me,
you're not taking away. You're not taking. You just make. You know what they're going to do, if anything, after they review it, which a lot of it is AI. Okay, after they review it, the worst thing that they do is they just take it down. They don't strike you. They don't do anything. Yeah. They take it down. It's a request to be taken down for reasonable.
I think that's what Jamie wanted, right? Was he just doesn't want his stuff being shown. So if it's a request to take down, I think that's what he wanted. Now, maybe that wasn't the right road to go about getting it taken down. And again, we're going to take Curly at face value, saying that, hey, if you'd reached out to me, I wouldn't have done it, or I would have taken it down, or I just he wouldn't have done it, right? Not to take it down, he just probably wouldn't have done it. So we'll take that at face value. Again, I still feel that Jamie is he's looking for a proportionate response. In his mind, taking it down is a proportionate response. So I'm looking at this on both angles, right? Like the angle of Curly as the creator, because Curly, using clips that were on the dungeon or in other places to review and do fair use is fair use, right? I think that everybody knows that. Totally fine. That is different again than what Nick did, where he's playing a voiceover or audio over video of Jamie saying that Jamie's doing certain things, right? Those are two different things. Curly may be playing the clip as it actually happened, just like I'm doing right now, and I'm commenting on it and responding to it, right? So again, two very different things. In Jamie's mind, it's a proportionate response. In Curly's mind, it is like an act of fucking war, right? He's gonna get a response from it. I don't know, right?
People to work it out. But see, I'm not a reasonable person because the first thing that comes to my mind, I'm going to make you a focus for months.
Wait.
Even when you disappear. If you thought Higgy got a bad treatment, wait till you see what's in store for you.
Now that's a threat, right? Like I don't know if Jamie's taking that as a threat, but that's definitely a threat. Curly's angry here, and I would see that as a threat. Saying, "Hey, if you're gonna do this, then I'm gonna make you my content for a number of months." And this is exactly kind of the point that I was making earlier when Curly said, "Hey, instead of privacy striking me, you can go on the dungeon or you can go on Tim's and respond." This is why they don't want to do that. This is why the quote unquote civilians don't want to do that, is because even if they do, they're going to get a response, whether that's a day, a week, a year, whatever it may be, AI clips, music made of them, right? People are here to have a good time. They're here to watch the shows. And, Mike the Snake said it best. I find, these drama shows great when the drama is not pointed at me. And I think a lot of people do. And I think that's some food for thought for those. And we've got 60 people listening, right? And I can guarantee that most people that are out there don't necessarily want, and again, that's why I said, for me, don't really care, if people poke a little bit of fun at me, because I poke a little bit of fun at them, right? Like, you got to be able to, if you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it, right? And I think that that's a very real statement when it comes to trolling. And a lot of people just simply don't want that smoke. They don't want to be part of that. And that's probably why a guy like Jamie doesn't want to do a show where he's responding, and he simply wants to get the video taken down, which is his response or his proportionate response to do the privacy complaint. So again, two angles here, right? You got the angle of the content creator, you got the angle of the viewer. But I think it has to be said that, like, most viewers out there would not necessarily want, days upon days, weeks upon weeks, years upon years of content made out of them, because it's just going to drive them off. And even Curly says it here, even if it drives you off, I'm still going to do it. Like, you can see, look, I'm going to chalk that up to Curly's a little angry here. I don't think Curly would probably go that far. He probably would if you kind of do it back and forth. Him and I, went back and forth for a couple of weeks. I think it was a couple of weeks. Wasn't it that long? But yeah, then we just, at the end of the day, we laugh about it, we joke about it, and we're fine. Like, it's, him and I have a good understanding like that, but again, not everybody's like that, I think. And not everybody has that kind of tolerance. And when they don't, this is where shit like this happens.
The first thing that comes to my mind, I'm going to make you a focus for months.
Wait.
Even when you disappear. If you thought Higgy got a bad treatment, wait till you see what's in store for you. And that's not a threat. Just like you didn't threaten me. I thought that you were dark trolling, like you said. But now that you've carried out your threat, I'm going to do the same thing. And they don't call me Double Down Curly for nothing.
And I mean, I think I think that's fair, right? Like, Curly thought it was a troll, and it ended up actually happening. And then Curly is like, well, I'm going to do a proportionate response to what he feels, right? This is how it escalates. Goes up and up and up and up and up, right? Like, and I mean, is it interesting for the first 24, 48 hours? Sure. Right? Do we really want to see this kind of shit happen all the fucking time? No, because there's just going to be no more viewers, right? Like, everyone's going to be scared to, like, go on the panels, go at these trips, be on the camera, do all this kind of stuff, right? Like, this also, I think the content creators need to understand this also deters people from doing that, from being a part of it, right? What's going on, Curly Kush?
Hey, good afternoon. You catfished me.
Did I? We got 60 viewers, Curly. I thought I was just going to do a little review and have 10 people watch and didn't schedule anything. Feel free to comment on anything I've said, Ben. I want to hear what you think.
Well, look, I mean, I'm going to comment on this, and I'm sure we're going to be interrupted, even though it's your show. It's the Lock Support. It's my fucking favorite summary show.
Yep.
I want you to do me a favor if you can. Share screen, share screen, share screen.
You got it, buddy. Take mine off here. Hold on.
So I don't know what you could take that. You could take the
Narcoff.
yeah.
He's our mascot here at the Locks Report. He's our favorite.
I know. He gets very upset, Ted. He's still holding a grudge. He won't even talk to me, the poor guy. So just to let you know, all right. And I look. I don't care about this at all. Okay. I mean, the stuff you're playing as members, I don't care. Because I understand, and I know you understand circular drama, but that little passive-aggressive fella that's in the chat, he showed no receipts. I showed every single one of his privacy complaints. So, Lux, I'm not going to let you run, your stupid narrative in the chat because you are a bull-faced liar. I'm sorry, but you are. And you get triggered, and Jamie got triggered. But here's what I got from YouTube, just so you know, because you're playing it. It got age restricted. This is what they do. And he did not report the AI. He actually reported the clip that I was playing off of Archie's Dungeon platform, which Archie, from my understanding, told me, he regretted that he lashed out and copyright struck me, and obviously couldn't take it back because when he copyright struck me, I appealed it, and he couldn't retract it, right? So I respect that. I respect the fact that he apologized, and he told me that he tried to retract it and he couldn't. And I told him. I actually jumped on the panel. I told him, you're right, because I appealed it. You have no right to retract. This is going to have to go through the whole process.
It has to go through a legal process. So
yeah, you don't get...
Let me just explain to the crowd what the copyright strike means. If you're going to file a copyright strike, you have to basically show that they are using your content. It's actually damaging you. You have to be able to prove that. And YouTube is not the judge here. YouTube simply will say, look, I'll take it down, and then you guys follow it in a legal court. And the person that has the strike, which was you, has a right to appeal it and say, nope, I think that's wrong. And if you don't follow the legal route, then it's just going to come back up. Like that's
and it takes 10 business days. So right. I mean, literally, Archie jumped on my channel and did that. And like I said, I never, this is not. I don't have a problem with Archie. You know what? If it was just Archie and you in the mix, I'd probably still be doing dungeons because I enjoy the shared audience. People, of course, make fun of that, but we have a shared audience, a certain percentage of it. So what they did, this came this morning, and I'm just letting you know, they age restricted the content. We made it members right away.
Yep.
And this is what happens. Either YouTube, on a privacy complaint, they review the section that you send in as timestamps. Unfortunately, what Jamie did was he sent in timestamps of the Horology Dungeon stuff. So in other words, that's what they reviewed. And they just age restricted it because the timestamp that he sent in,
that's what I was saying, Curly, was like you were replaying.
So Lux, listen, you could gloat, and you did. And you know what? It's kind of funny that you provide people a clip using Archie's platform while you're doing it, gloating about getting me demonetized. I was demonetized because of reuse of content. And then when I follow the YouTube process, which is a long process, it was because even though I didn't put AdSense, I didn't try to get ad revenue on my live streams, I violated their music copyright strike too many times with clips and everything else. And
I remember you used to play like a YouTube video. When you used to do your intro, you had an actual YouTube video you would play, and then you would put up the overlays. I remember that.
I mean, look, Tan, I literally one night turned my actually a couple of nights, turned my stream into, because I was under the impression that as long as you don't put AdSense on it, it's okay. So I never did anything about it. As a matter of fact, now YouTube actually gives you a tool in YouTube Studio. And I don't want to bore people with this stuff, but I'm not going to let, hey, fat boy, I'm not going to let you turn this into, when Tan plays this ended up very amicable. And it ended up being circular drama. And we're going to have a kangaroo court if Tan wants to put it together. And you have nothing to do with it, Lux, because, unfortunately, you do have tall poppy syndrome. And people do get driven off. And you are a spiteful person because it's not Archie. It's not Tan. It's you. And you always do it. And you know what? Even Archie, when I super chatted yesterday morning, I just did it for the crack of it because I know that he's the only way he's aware is by your skewed updates to him. So unfortunately, I never blame Archie because I know that, probably the guy that's in his ear the most is you. And you're a very biased person. And I find it kind of ironic that you sit there and say that you have Archie's best interest at heart, which you don't. You take it out on everybody. I mean, Eddie was able to come in here. Yes. Did he have a honeymoon period? Sure. But don't you understand that the important part of running a dungeon is just having a dungeon on?
That's right.
And it attracts people? You don't get that. You can't take your own insecurities and put them on the side for the good of a person who's supposedly your friend.
What I think is important, Curly, that I was dissecting here was, and I think you're absolutely right. Like, you were replaying a clip from the dungeon, which it's fair use. So we talked about the copyright strike. Like, even copyright strikes, like, they're kind of fucking useless. That's why I don't believe in them, because it's like, okay, yeah, you want to file it, you got to be ready to go to court, and if you're not, then you're just wasting everybody's time here. Like, that's why I think that's dumb. So you were reusing content you were commenting on, which is what you do, which is different than what Nick did with the clip the plastic provider. And that's why I think Jamie gets confused between the two and is like putting you guys in the same bucket. And that's why I'm trying to say, man, hey, like, you need to understand there's two different things here, and you're kind of attacking them the same way, which I don't think is the right thing to do. That's the way I was kind of getting at.
I love, who's that pasta? Fuck me dead, Curly speaks well. Well, listen, look, we have shrunken this down to smaller and smaller audiences. Look, low effort friends or not, okay, I don't go do meetups. I'm not a watch guy. But dude, I've thoroughly enjoyed having laughs and cracks on these platforms, and I've been on all of them, okay? And I mean, if you guys don't see it, I surely see it. I think that, I hate to say this, give the stuttercuck, acknowledgement, but I think that Narc was very right to say, if we all exist, we can all take advantage of something that people like. It's not just about Watchdog, guys. I hate to tell you, the red meat is a heavy pillar of what we all do, whether it's the audience consumption, whether it's people putting on a show. That didn't take long. Here we go.
We got Lux on the panel here. I told Lux if he wants to hop on, he can hop on. To rebut this, Lux, I'll take my screen off. You can put yours on. To remove the Narc, who's our official mascot of this dungeon. So you might need to blow this up a bit because you guys are showing some really small text.
Okay. 1 second.
Pinch zoom, baby.
Okay, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so this was the date for this is February this year, February the 10th. It says, hello, it appears that some blurring or editing has been applied to the video. If you are satisfied with this outcome, you do not need to reply to this email. Otherwise, please re-review the content. So basically, I got him to edit the video because, as you can see here, AI clone of my face onto fat-shaming AI bodies, that was my complaint. Here it is. My face has been AI cloned to make fake AI pictures fat-shaming me. Also, they've taken a real picture of my face and edited it into a video clip of a fat lady singing. My voice has been cloned using AI software, and they're using it to read super chats.
Lux,
They
not to sound insensitive, but when I was reading that,
I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just proving receipts. It's all good. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm showing receipts. He says.
I mean, I showed.
You
I
say
showed
you didn't get. I didn't get your content edited or removed or anything.
No.
Here's the receipt.
No. You said that you got my channel demonetized. You didn't.
Oh, I did. That's another receipt.
I
just loads of receipts.
Well, see here, Lux. See, here's the problem that you always have. You're a goof.
No, I'm showing proof.
No, you're a goof.
I don't have any receipts.
I literally said it. You know how many times I showed all your privacy complaints. I literally said the first three.
You bitched about it for weeks.
No. Well, because you're a snitch bitch. The first three. Yeah. Listen,
I gave you warnings.
So you're not going to let me finish talking.
No, you can talk.
The first three, I literally said it on my stream. We tried to accommodate you on the first three. I took down one, I edited two, and then you kept filing privacy complaints. You filed 4 more. I stopped doing it, and I appealed them, and I won because I kept playing the clip. I'm a reasonable person, Lux.
You're not reasonable.
I don't want. No.
You to stop, and you wouldn't stop. So I was forced to make 5 privacy complaints.
No, and I'm not gonna. I mean, you saw the response. I tried to accommodate you the first 3, but you kept filing them on.
Well, if you keep
you
using
filed
my
them for the
face,
beach ball.
you
You
keep
filed them
using
for
my
the
voice to say shit that I've never said.
hey, public. Hey, you're a public figure. Hey, listen. All I did
No,
was I sent
no.
them. Hey, Lux,
Using
I
my
sent them
voice to
clips.
say
Lux,
stuff that I've never said.
see,
That's
this is.
disgusting.
I mean, your narrative is flawed.
It's
Flawed
not a
because
narrative, it's
I
fact.
literally talk. See, I don't do things behind the scenes. I talked about this
I've
on my
told
live
you to
stream.
your face.
You ain't hey, Lux, you filed the 7
behind the
complaints, 4 of them after I tried to accommodate you. They did nothing.
Dude.
You understand?
So
They
you
did
think
nothing.
it's okay
So
to
you
use
want to open
someone's
up? You're
voice
using
to
Archie's
say stuff
platform.
that
You
I've never said?
what am I supposed to do? Retaliate against Archie?
No, you retaliate against me.
There is no retaliation. You got to live with yourself. My retaliation is that the life that you live.
Do you think it's okay to put words in my mouth that I've never said?
Was it? Did you hear anything malicious? Did you hear anything
Yes,
personal?
all of the
What?
super chats using my voice said shit that I've never said.
Okay, you constantly allow people to talk about me. They use avatars of me modified. I never filed any privacy complaints.
I've never shown any avatars.
Oh
of
no,
me.
HR, you don't
That's
allow.
not me.
So
That's
no,
not me.
You're Lux. You're in. Even though you don't want to believe it, you're in charge of the shows you put on.
That's not me. I can't control other shows.
What do you mean? You can't tell people, hey, I can't show that avatar. I've done it many times.
If I'm asleep and Archie's doing the main show,
No. I'm talking about your morning show. Look, you know what? Hey, Tan, I came to talk to you. I don't want to talk.
Are you running away now, Curly?
I guess I am. No, I'll just
I'll
sit here
leave
and
you to Curly.
you're literally the most boring person.
And you don't like it.
There isn't. What receipt did you show? You showed how petty.
To say stuff that I've never.
You just
said,
showed how petty.
Complain.
You just showed how petty and lame you are. Keep filing them then.
It's the same.
If this is the road you want to go down, Lux, this is why people leave.
I can keep doing it.
This is what you did. This is what you did.
You
this is what
wanna
you do to
use my
people all the
voice
time.
to
No,
say
Lux,
stuff
I
that
can't
I've
help it
never
that
fucking said.
people enjoy a
I
show
don't
that
give a
people put
fuck
effort
what
in.
people enjoy.
You
to
can't
say
be
stuff
like
that I've
Archie.
never said.
Archie has earned the right not to put an effort in. You haven't.
You can talk to 10.
Hello.
That's what I came here to do.
Hello, boys. All right, so Lux is left. Yeah, look, it's the way I see it.
Those are not receipts. Like it says right there, we actually made an
I'm
attempt.
sorry, Curly. I'm sorry when you read out the fat lady saying anything. I just started laughing. I fucking muted myself, and I was like, look, because you're like people do. I mean, the Lux voice is a very popular voice, And look, if people use the Tan voice, I would take that as as a compliment. I would think that people like it. Maybe my voice isn't as good as Bateman's. I don't know, man. We got a super chat from Ray Ray, all the way from Ireland, €2. Uncle Curly, I'm here now. Chillax, you all good, my bro? What's up, Ray Ray?
I mean, look, when you I mean, you could believe it or not. When you told me about that avatar and thumbnail that I used, I literally have you seen me use it ever again?
No, it was just fucking weird. It was like
I didn't know. Well, that's what happens when that was my fault because I didn't verify where it came from. I thought it was AI generated. What the fuck did I know that it was a wedding?
Look, I didn't mind it, man. It's like 10 years. Yeah, 10 years ago, I looked a lot better than I look right now. So I was all good. I'm not happy about that.
But once you told me, look. I mean, sometimes when you try to put on a show, you don't do your due diligence. I didn't know. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, and look,
I don't go looking into people's. I don't go looking. I don't even have fucking. I'm not even on IG or X or Facebook or whatever. I thought it was a funny picture. I thought you looked like Nat King Cole, and I was like, it was Christmas time. I popped it up. I played the Dominic the Donkey song. I thought it was funny, and then I don't know if you did a Lux report or was one on one of the streams where you're like, well, Curly used a wedding photo of mine. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I almost feel like I got set up, and the person that sent me that, I mean, Gary, I made that known.
Gary, you need to watch more Franchise Club. There's a lot of AI of me, man, and I don't mind it. Like, hey, I find it a compliment. If you're going to spend hours or time doing stuff about me, hey, it's cool, man. Like, a bit of NPD right there, right? Like, I got nothing against it. But look, some people don't, right? Some people don't like it. They don't like the fat lady. you know, this fat lady saying, I gotta see what this one is now. Like, fat lady saying, like, what? Like, I read what he wrote, and I was like, wow. Like, fucking the person at YouTube reading this shit
Right.
is probably losing their fucking
I mean, dude,
mind.
he's
Like,
completely unaware. I mean, I have no reason to fucking lie. I just, I mean, half of it showing the privacy complaints was the content because it was pretty funny. I mean, it was like, what the fuck? This guy's so triggered. Look at these.
look, and I think a lot of people like that, right? A lot of people enjoy, like, Mike the Snake's a very popular AI voice, right? And, you know, he doesn't mind this kind of stuff. I talked to Mike about it. He's like, look, I get the trolling. What he doesn't like is kind of what's going on right now. He's pretty upset about what's happening. You know, and he's just like, it's not fun
Oh,
for me, right? Like,
the constant bickering back and forth. This is not a pissing contest. If you go down this road of reporting channels and striking, it's a no-win situation for everybody. I mean, I would like to think. I'll tell you what. I mean, we did how many years of content that we do on a dungeon. We never really got struck
Nope.
from other people or got reported from other people. It was all dumb stuff. A couple of dumb things that happened, like.
We're running the that's it clip on repeat for like fucking 10 minutes was Nick's stupidity when he ran that and just left it and went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean about the difference between being aware and doing it out of humor and not doing it out of weaponizing it and making it malicious.
Yeah, the JB videos are some of my favorite ones. The JBZ, like some of these are really they're really fucking. That's why the Uzi video is always my intro now because I like that video. And look, I find it funny. Again, not everybody does. Like Jamie, I get what you said. Like hey, if you reached out to me, all good, I wouldn't have done it. And I think that's where I said I think Jamie is confusing what Nick did and what you did. And I think your stuff is like what we're all doing, right? We're just replaying content, stuff that was like on the stream, it was publicly available versus like taking a video of his and then putting stuff over it, right? Like that, I can understand him getting a little upset about that. But I'm trying to look at it on both perspectives here, Curly.
Well, you have to. I mean,
right? Like,
yeah, that's you have to, right? I mean, that's why I jumped on because I don't want to let, and not you, but I don't want to let somebody like Lux turn this into something that it's not. I mean, really, at the end of the stream. I mean, we literally spent an hour putting together a kangaroo court to make content for everybody. I don't, to me, I feel confident enough to where I don't view anybody as rebel streaming. I don't view anybody as enemies. To me, it's just put more effort into your show and people will come. And you know that, Tan, because
That's
I mean,
the way
I even ate a big, I mean, if we're sitting here talking, I think it's for the good of all the audiences that do consume our content and Archie's content, right? I mean,
yep.
The red meat is an important part, but you know what? You gotta do red meat without driving people off. And I mean, I've caused a lot of collateral damage around me because, when the temperature gets kicked up, it turns into a fucking Mexican standoff or a pissing contest. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that do ratchet up that knob and turn it up to 11, they don't have a channel to lose. And that's where I have a lot of commonality. I mean, hey, look, nobody's gone after me more viciously than Nick, but the commonality that I have with him is I think he is, he is part of entertaining the audience that we have and not letting them, kind of keeping it on a reservation, but the reservation is kind of gone right now. I mean, I don't see anybody lose it. I don't see anybody that enjoys the circular drama content that we do in the Archie versus Piss Bowl, Fish Bowl, call it whatever you want. I don't see them running over to Tim. I don't see them running over to O'Sheen. I mean,
no, and I kind of pointed that out earlier in the show. I think what Nick did a few weeks ago to his audience is exactly what Tim did. And I think that is like, and look, what did Tim do to rebuild is he kind of just moved past it. He said, you know what? It happened. I'm just going to keep going, right? And I think what Nick is doing is it's as if Tim went after the colony week on week on week, day after day after day. And it's like, I don't really see how you're catering to more than like Urinator and Pavel, right? Like there's two people, maybe Uzi, right? Like
I would have done the same exact thing that you did. You take advantage of it and not in a malicious way, but in a business type way. And you know what? Those people are still going to want drama. Those people are still going to want entertainment.
That's exactly what I did.
I know Narc is, he loves to give his viewpoint where no channel could exist without his help, but I disagree with him as far as, you know, what Bateman's doing. I mean, listen, yeah, Watch Talk on the Dungeon. What's so new about that? I mean, how many times has Tan done Watch Talk on the Dungeon? And it actually generates an income. So, so I don't see why, you know, the Dungeon can't be red meat, you know, 24/7, because then you have shit like this happens, and you enable, you know. I'm sorry, Lux, but you know, you're kind of a hater. I mean, you like to sit there, jump on your high horse, and talk about the hate. You're responsible for a lot of the hate, in my eyes, in my opinion. You should appreciate what people contribute to Archie's platform and not feel threatened by it. And unfortunately, that's a bad habit that you have. You feel threatened by it. And I don't know why you're like that. You should actually jump on and have fun with the people that are actually putting on shows, instead of being counterintuitive. Oh my God, somebody put my head on a fat Thailand woman singing a song. Oh,
I gotta see it. Get Mo to send me that clip, dude. I want to see that shit because that's fucking funny.
Fuck, you'll file a privacy complaint against you.
look, like this is the Narcs narrative, right? The Dungeon sucks. It's crap now. I mean, look at the revenue that Bateman has been bringing. Not just Bateman and the Dubai guys. I mean, the Dungeon has been performing better than like Tim Wright's show, probably better than Archie's show, even, right? And even yesterday, this is Canadian dollars, so call it 500 US. I mean, 500 US between, you know, Jock's show and Bateman's show. And Bateman primarily for 7 hours did Watch Talk with like Doc and Roy, you know? So like what Curly said was, you know, it's not necessarily competition. Curly was on at the same, you were on last night. This is the clip I'm playing, but Bateman was doing something different and some people wanted to watch that, right? And it's totally fine. It's not really, you know, it's not Rebel streaming. It's not whatever.
You know what's funny, Ted? Bateman started doing Streamception. And then as soon as JB and Nick started fighting, he was like, oh, okay, maybe we better not play this. I was like, what do you mean? That's exactly what the fuck you want to play. What are you doing?
I agree.
He needs a little training.
That's kind of the problem, right? Is it's a bit outside of his element to do that. He may not be comfortable or be able to be as quick-witted around analyzing what's going on, right? Like he's got a certain vibe and he's still learning the ropes, right? I kind of told him, hey, man, just do your show, do it the way you want. You're going to learn some things. You're not going to learn some things. It's okay, right? But from a performance,
as soon as
like
it got really heated, you know what I do? I played a clip. That's it. I'm not a good moderator, but you use the clips to moderate. And then all of a sudden, when we came back, things calmed down a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, it's just the Narc is, like you said, he wants to be the spotlight. He wants to be the guy who says, oh, it's all credit due to me and all this shit. And the Narc's been going over to Nick's show, bringing in fucking like 2 viewers. And I've been pointing that out. I'm like, Narc, you're not as good as you fucking think you are. And I'm sorry, like, you know, if you want to have your spotlight, come on the Dungeon. Like, don't go to a show that has 2 fucking viewers, bro.
I
like,
mean, he's good. He's good at. He's a good. As a matter of fact, Jamie picked him as his provocateur when we do.
He's a drive-by guy, dude. Like, he can never run a show himself. He can't sit on here for hours on hours on hours like we can and just fucking go through, clip, dissect, talk, riff with the chat. He can't do that. He's a drive-by guy. That's all he is. Like, he's like a Marcelo, he's a drive-by guy.
The thing is, when you're look, his shtick is always. See, I always thought that his shtick. I've had this conversation with him, and he always got pissed off at me. But his shtick is a gamble, right? When you have people that come on, especially like in the old days when we had a lot of people that would come on, it's always a gamble going after. I mean, it blew up in his face with a person that he's really good friends with now, AD Never Calling. I remember he went after AD Never Calling. I'm not going to say what it was about. It was, you know, Laura Connor and him were having an exchange. Yep. And he said something that, you know, AD Never Calling really took offense. And then AD Never Calling became the mega donor for crappie.
Yeah. Like,
and he left us. He left us for like 2 weeks. It's always a gamble. You know, you never know who's behind that avatar and how they're going to you know, take a hazing. So it's a gamble when you take you take the button, you turn it to 11, and you try to haze somebody, and you don't know how they're going to react. It's never a guaranteed thing. And my thing is like, hey, dude, you know, it's okay if it was your channel, but it's like we're all going to get the heat for this, and I never appreciated that. And that's when Bear was kind of like trying to manage the fucking the madness, which was impossible for anybody to do.
I think one thing you said was like, you know, the cult of the living dead has gone after all these channels, and you're not wrong, right? And even before that time, right? Like, think of, and this wasn't during your time, but when Urban Gentry TGV went over to the Watch Box, And so he did his first live stream with the watch box. Like the amount of me, Neo, like a bunch of us were in there just fucking like lighting up the chat, to the point where even Brian Govberg, the owner of Watchbox, was like, hey guys, like, you know, calm down the trolling in the chat. Like, this isn't new. And kind of the way I see it is I've seen this happen over time where other channels have tried to go after Archie, and it's like tapping, you know, a dry well. Like they're not going to really get too much out of it. And this is kind of what I see with Nick is like, you know, Archie's not TPG. He's not, you know, wildly hated by, you know, a fucking ton of people. He's actually loved by a lot of people. You know, people may be frustrated with him, but they're, you know, a lot of people like his show. There's 100 and some viewers that show up every fucking day. Like, you would probably, it's probably best if you just move on, because your better content is probably, you know, like you're doing, going after Brenny, or I mean, I don't think you're going after him, but like reviewing his stuff, reviewing more things on like, you know, 47th Ave and all this other shit, right? Like you're doing different things that are not just Archie, which your viewers want to see.
You can't make it malicious. I mean, look, there was times. Do you know how many times that I when we were, you know, when OC was still the you know, campaign manager for Tim.
Yeah.
You know how many times I jumped on, whether it was Tim wouldn't let me on his main show, but OC used to let me on the I forget what the channel was called, Community something or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
And I used to go to just to bring down the temperature a little bit. Because, you know, that's the thing that happens. I mean, you know, the last thing you want is people reporting your channel, watching your channel. They're not watching it to be entertained. They're watching it to exploit a moment to where they can report you. And, you know, I mean, and I don't want to give them that, you know, and you got to be able to bring down the temperature. But, you know, sometimes it turns into a uncontrollable fire. And, you know, I mean, that's what happened when I was with Nick. I mean, Tim literally fucking copyright struck Nick, and then you had O'Sheen attempted to copyright strike him. And I mean, you know, that it takes the focus out of, hey, we bring value. I mean, look, nobody's going to sit there and watch 7 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever days a week, and it's going to be just watch content. It's impossible. It's all about the personalities. That's the value that a platform provides. And if you don't make your platform, you know, comfortable for people to jump on, or you know, you gotta allow a bit of trolling and red meat. The fucking 5 pillars, 3 pillars, whatever you want to call it. You know that. I mean,
nobody came to this show for the watch content and stayed here for it, right? Like, if anybody who's listening, we got 70 people in the chat, right? Like, you probably searched up a watch or whatever, and you see this guy who's got either a comedy act going or he's just going after people and stuff like that. And that was Archie, and that's why people stayed, right? And I think that element of drama and comedy, you can't take it out of it. And yeah, I mean, the way I see your channel or I see Nick's channel, these are what I call fan channels, right? You guys are reviewing content of the main show, whether it's Tim, O'Sheen, Archie, or whatever, but you're talking about it. And that's why I agree with the circular drama. I think it is good. Because you can make content, and I can make content, and everybody can have a good time, right? Like, you know, so taking stuff down, removing content, it doesn't go anywhere. Number one,
going the personal route. It's just about going the personal route. I mean, you know, the threats of doxing and this. I mean, look, we've all been around long enough to where, I mean, I never felt uncomfortable, even to this day. I don't feel uncomfortable about.
Yeah, Rufus is just to watch it. All right, we got Dirk on the show. He wants to say something. Dirk, why don't you have the floor, man? Go for it.
Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz.
Hey, cuz.
Yeah. Curly, I was getting ready to eat a bullet. You had a good show last night, man, but I was about ready to eat a bullet with the guy that kept interjecting every fucking 2 seconds. You know
I mean, what do you expect, dude? I mean, that's, you know, people like what they like. I mean, you know.
Hey, bro, but I can tell your patience is wearing thin. But it was a good show. You had a good show. Unfortunately, I go to bed super early, so I didn't.
Is he in a coffin or something?
I don't know, man.
Your
Dirk,
audio.
like
Change
really
your audio, Dirk.
Let me change my audio. We'll try out something different, okay?
Like a terrible static, Mike.
Sorry.
But this is what it's about, Curly. Is people engaging, they're commenting, they're giving their viewpoints. Like, this is what is good about this. You know, and you can do it in a certain way that actually like engages people and gets people like involved in it, and it's fun, right? Like, but walking that fine line is very hard for a lot of people. They don't know how to do it like that.
How about now?
Nah, it's still shit, bro.
Wait, hold on. How about now?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I'm not a pro like you guys. Okay.
Pro what?
Fucking AV fucking streamers, man. I don't have a $10,000 studio, bro.
Or $9,000 laptop.
Dirk, when are we
Yeah,
gonna do? When are we gonna
$9,000.
do? When are we gonna do? When are we gonna do a review of?
Of the jelly
Yeah, what's
jam?
her name? Yeah.
Jelly jam time.
Yeah.
I think you were kind. I think you were kind of ate up by the piranhas. I disagree. I think you had some good shots at Dirk.
Dude, every fucking buddy was like, "How dare you talk to a woman like that?" Every fucking buddy. Dude.
She asked for it, but she came in
asked
guns
for
a
it,
blazing.
dude.
I don't blame
I
you.
was like, fuck, man. And then every motherfucker was simping for her just because she's got a vagina and some tits, dude. I swear to God. Whatever.
Didn't Oshin call you like Blondie's #1 white knight?
Yeah, but that's been taken over by a rancher.
Oh yes, the rancher, the rancher. Turkey getting yeah. You guys should. I actually didn't. I missed a lot of that. Carrie and Jelly. I missed a lot of that shit. I wasn't watching when that happened.
That was I mean, Jelly Jam was the queen of the beef channel, so she was coming in there, making a lot of bold. I'll take anybody's channel down. I'll litigate.
She actually posted that on one of Nick's comments when Nick had posted that his channel got struck. She she wrote there saying, "Well, if Uzi didn't fuck with me, I would have helped you guys out or something." So I don't know what's going on between those two. Or those three.
Well,
but,
the thing is again, that's the important part about doing due diligence. When you introduce outside people into the fishbowl, into the Archieverse, call it whatever you want. I mean, if you just like Carrie, I mean, it was like you're introducing people into oh look, we got a little ecosystem, right? And I mean, why would you want to throw the ecosystem off if it's good for everybody? I mean, we're all used to, Archie's fucking turns on his show. Tim literally has had the same time slot as Archie for what? Since he left, right?
Yep.
So, there's a built-in audience for both. There's there's no reason to you could cover both without making it malicious. You start bringing in beef channels in that SWAT people, that dox people, and they normalize all that kind of behavior. You're going to see that I mean, I think Tan, I mean, there's a lot of the people that were full-time audience and panel contributors. They're kind of gone. They reach a tolerance. They reach a tolerance to where like, this is not what I used to enjoy anymore. And you can see that happening,
I think like the world that Jelly comes from, I think that they make us look tame, dude. Like,
there's the thing is, Dirk, they're dysfunctional people. It's not entertaining. They're not. Why do you think that all their channels are demonetized and they don't get, they do cash apps. They swat each other. They dox each other. They do, you don't want to, I don't think the Archieverse deserves beef channel type people, go look into it and see what they do with the Cyrexes and the fucking lol-cow shit that they do. It is not what people, you're going to drive off anybody that has any value to any of the platforms, not just Archie's. It's any of them when you get into stuff like that. And that's why I don't understand why, if Lux wants to gloat like he demonetized the channel. Well, hey buddy, if that's what you take pride in, I mean, it says a lot about you. It says more about you than it does me, because I don't think that's the route you want to take down. You drive off. You drive off the, whatever value's left on these streams.
I think that like Uzi brought in a lot of those elements, right? Because he finds those beef channels fun. I've seen a lot of those channels, and I mean, is it entertaining to watch? I guess to some people, but like you said,
it's a hit and run. You're not gonna. Are you gonna consume that 5 days a week?
No, you're not.
That's what I mean.
People want to come here. You play a clip of Jamie, bouncing around his titties, and we have a laugh, right? Like, it's not serious. It's a bunch of guys just ball busting. It's normal, right? Like, I don't see that as a problem. But when it escalates, right? And that's the problem, is like when people take it the wrong way and it escalates, okay, I'm going to privacy complaint strike you, then you get pissed off, and then he get, you know what I mean? It just goes up and up and up. And, I kind of said this to Nick when, him and I were beefing over the last couple of weeks. I said, I've never said a personal attack to you at all. Like, I've never said anything besides your channel sucks and it's boring. You know what I mean? Like, I've never gone that far because I don't need to. It's not why I'm here to do that stuff, right? And you know, it escalates with him, right? It's not proportionate in his responses, and I just ignore it because it's like, all right, man, that's the way he wants to handle it. He's getting triggered. It's all good. You know, I don't really bother me. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. But like you said, it degrades what's going on. Look, I think some people have left because of that. I agree. There are some folks that have. I think there's just a lot of other folks that are just not into watches anymore. I've talked to a lot of these guys, and they're just like
yeah, I think that's very true about that last statement. They're just not into watches.
It's not the lucrative fucking cash cow that it used to be. And it's kind of going back to the times of pre-COVID, like where the same people are still around. Grancher, Goldberg, me, Keslowitz. We were all here before COVID. We were all on Archie's show before COVID because we're actually watch enthusiasts. We're watch collectors. We did not come here for the gains that came from watches, right? So, you know, a lot of that element is gone. And, you know, yeah, maybe some people have left because of the drama. And, you know, I know they have. Like, you know, I've heard like AC Morgan's not around because of that. You know, I've heard that specifically from people. And so there are real people that don't come around because of it, but there are a lot of people that just they're not into watches anymore, and it's not their thing.
Well, I mean, the other thing that doesn't help is how splintered everything got. I mean, if that was the case, then you know you couldn't have like a guy like OC that does, you know. And I'm not ball washing here. This is an observation. I mean, you literally I can't make content out of it because he does 100% watch talk. He does if he does get into drama, it's about watch drama and watch influencers. So, I mean, there is a way to accommodate, you know, all those type of audiences. The thing with Archie is when the jam is really cooking, and you always have a big part of that, a variety show. When you get the formula for a variety show down pat,
yeah,
then it does entertain people. I mean,
I think it's different types of viewers, right? Like the people that watch OC's show are the people that would watch the Watch Box or Tim Mosso. They're purely here. Think of like a Humble Pine, right? They're purely here for watch content. And look, it's a small pool. OC maybe gets 40, 50 viewers. That's kind of his max. He doesn't get over 100, right? But when you look at Archie's demographic or his viewers, right? Yeah, some of them are here for watches. MT85, CB, Bateman, these guys are here for a specific reason. They always Chief Tit, right, likes to mostly talk about watches. But then you got the element of the Van Luxes, you've got the G Godwas, you've got, you know, some people that super chat, some people that don't, that are here for Jefferson Exotic, right? He's not even a fucking watch guy. He's here for the fucking drama, right? Like that's why it's like Archie's show is people came for the watches, but a lot of people were also attracted to like the comedy and the beefing, right, Derek?
Yeah, I also think though, like the big difference between OC show and like Archie's stuff, like Archie's main show, is like the guys mostly on OC show, like they're in it for investment too, right? I think that they talk about other things besides watches. I don't know. I would just imagine they probably talk about, you know, stocks and options. We all know how that's going.
Can I address something? I mean, Boris has got a super sticker.
Yeah, it's the first super chat I've seen from Boris, the third PhD. Obviously, because Curly's on the panel, through $2 super sticker. Thanks so much, Boris. Appreciate you with that. Go ahead.
Can you do me a favor, Tan? Pull up Lux's talk about how you drove Jax to want to end his life, Curly. All right,
there you go.
So see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why, Lux, you don't take responsibility for what you do. You're actually, you know, me and Jax actually aired out what happened on my show. Okay, we have no problem. You guys weaponized it. You weaponized it. Not only did you, but so did Bear, to where you guys. I don't know what story you told ER that ER even brought it up. I don't know why you keep bringing it up, and you keep opening up that wound. Me and Jax have buried that a long time ago. Why don't you take responsibility for what you did when it happened? I actually told Jax I would have reached out to do a welfare check on you too, and I'm going by what Jax told me at that time that it happened. Okay, if I was Lux and you told me what you just told me on my show, and you actually know this, okay? But see, you keep bringing it up because why? Because the guy's pissed off and he mocks you every single day. Now listen, you could either mock him back, but bringing up this just shows how flawed your thinking is. I don't understand why you keep bringing this up. First of all, Jax was under the impression that I was removing his keys all the time, which I never did. And it doesn't matter if Jax was in that state of mind. He was in that state of mind back then. He's not in that state of mind anymore. So you keep bringing it up. No, but I'm just saying, you bringing it up, that's what makes him mock you day after day. That's what I mean about the pissing contest. So your logic is flawed. You want to keep driving people away, Lux? You want to keep making, you want to keep making it a toxic environment? Then go ahead. This drama is built on mocking each other, okay? You never saw me, I never copyright struck or did privacy complaints for the 2 years of stuff that Nick did, because I know what it's like when people do it to me. I wouldn't do it to him. I would troll him back. I would troll him back. But this is not trolling what you're doing. This is personal stuff that you're talking about. I mean, the guy confided in you when he thought he had a friend, and you willingly pretended to be his friend. And friends don't weaponize things that are done, in confidence. And that's what you're an expert at. I've seen you show people's correspondence. You've weaponized emails, conversations, phone calls. I mean, you got to take a little bit of responsibility and accountability for what you do, Lux, because this that you're doing now is lame as fuck. I talked to Jax. I talked to Jax in the chat. He comes on my channel. We're good. You're the one that's not good. You're the one that drives the toxicity. You're the one that always starts. I mean, did you not? I mean, I PayPal'd Archie so he could go to the bro house. And what did you do? You weaponized the information that I gave Archie in my PayPal, and you threatened to dox my full name. That's what you use? I mean, you are that weak? That's weak. You're weak. I'm not mocking you. I'm telling you my opinion. You're weak to do something like that.
You did dox your own name before. Yourself. I was there. I saw it. I was like, it was with the bond.
No. But I'm saying under the circumstances, because he was mad at me for doxing him, he uses Archie's platform to threaten to put out my fucking information. And this is what he said. We have your information, and aren't you a felon? We can call the authorities on you. That's what he did. Let him deny it.
We got Marcelo who wants me to pull up this breaking news that he just sent me to WhatsApp. So he's saying this is the only way Nick can communicate with me. So this is what Nick says to Marcelo. Why does JB ban all the solid donors on Marcelo time? He's banned JDMTL before, GD, many others like Lux does for his own problems on other streams. He does pick up the donations, Marcelo, if he's banning your... He needs to pick up the donations, Marcelo. Fucking Nick can't even type. If he's banning your consistent donors, in my opinion. It's how Lux used to ban donors. Make him donate more if he does that, Marcelo. You have a business to run. You can't get that $9K a month if he's banning all the good donors, Marcelo. Wouldn't you agree, sir? Why you no respond? Why is Nick, trying to because look, if you want to, I told you guys, if you want Marcelo's if you want his loyalty, you just pay him money. Get Uzi to send him that $1,000 cash app. Marcelo will stab me, stab Curly.
Have a birthday party for him. That's all you got to do.
Stab us all in the back, and I'm okay with that. I'm a pay-to-play guy. That's what I did to Tim. I said, Marcelo, look, you want to come over on our side? I'll give you some money. He said, well, I don't know. I said, okay, well, then go back to Tim and OC, ask them for a better offer, and if they don't give you a better offer, come talk to me. And that's Curly, the second Nick had burned JB, 2 minutes later, I sent JB a message saying, hey, do you want keys to the dungeon? He's like, fuck yeah. The second that clip that you guys have played where he calls Bateman a bitch maid or whatever, I sent Bateman a message immediately saying, hey, do you want the keys to the dungeon? He said, fuck yeah. I capitalized on that because I was like, hey man, I see dollar bills, dollar signs here. Why? If this guy's being an idiot, I'm going to fucking capital. I'm going to swipe them all up, right?
But dude, honestly, that's why I find the guy fucking hilarious. I mean, he was he gives zero fucks. And I'm sorry, but that's my kind of humor. He gives zero fucks. No, Nick. He gives zero fucks.
Well, Nick's not all there, bro.
Well, I mean, look, when it gets into, like I said, I mean, that's one of the reasons I jumped on it. I mean, when it gets to where you start raising the temperature, you got a handful of people that do it. I mean, and Lux is one of them. Nick is one of them. JB is one of them too. I mean, JB. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, you constantly throw out the doxing thing constantly. I mean, and Jock does it too. I don't know why.
But is that really doxing though, Curly? When Nick is complaining that JB's putting up a photo.
No, I'm talking about what he did yesterday, threatening plastic to release, pictures of plastic with no teeth or whatever. I mean, I just don't understand why it goes. I mean, you got to understand, JB. When you gotta when you put yourself out there, I mean, people are going to use what you put out there. I mean, now if they dig into your stuff and you didn't put it out there, that's a different story. Like me, I mean, Lux is in there talking about, no, Lux, I don't give a fuck that you, I mean, ask Tad, I don't give a fuck that you fucking threaten to dox me on Archie's platform. But I mean, you know, when you sit there and you with that snidey fucking thing where you could, oh, aren't you an ex-convict? We could call the authorities on you. I mean, and you're getting mad at me like I don't talk to Jax. Jax does what he does because he reacts to you. I don't really talk to anybody. I got about 6 people I talk to.
I don't get why everyone's so bothered by Jax Curly, because everyone's like trying to rile me.
I don't know.
Jax,
I mean,
Jax said this about you. It's like, dude, like, number one, I've never said a bad thing about Jax. I don't have a reason to say it bad. If Jax doesn't like me, that's okay. You don't have to be universally
no, Jax
loved,
doesn't
right?
like you because you're the pillar of the Archieverse, and Jax.
He hates me.
He's doing plausible. He's not plausible deniability.
And Curly, here's the
he's doing
thing.
guilt by association, which I think is the weakest thing of all to do.
The saddest part, I think I'd say.
I mean,
about
Morty.
Jax-
Listen, can I ask you something? Morty literally gave AD Never Calling a loyalty to AD Never Calling. Gets home from the hospital. He turns on his camera. He's playing the drums on Morty's channel, and just like Lux is a lot like Morty in a passive aggressive way. He gives AD Never Calling a loyalty test. Why are you super chatting that guy? I mean, you know how weak that is? That is weak. It's petty. And it's the biggest sign of weakness that there is. So there's nothing to win, Lux. I'm not trying to win anything. I'm not trying to change opinions. I'm not trying to, do a narrative here. Actually, what you do is counterproductive for Archie and Archie's platforms. That's the way I see it. It's my opinion. You know why? Because that's what drove me off. I know what Tan is. He knows what I am. It wasn't that. It's you. You with your constant petty, undermining, tall poppy syndrome. Am I a hypocrite? Of course I am, asshole. That's what you got to be entertaining. Of course. But there is no talking to you. I mean, tell me if I didn't actually took the time to have heart-to-hearts with you, even though I knew it'd be like talking to Mike the Snake. It'd be like talking to Jax. You're one of those guys you can't talk to. I know Narcs tried to talk to you. You get triggered and you weaponize Archie's platform and your position at Archie's platform, to carry out vendettas. I mean, tell me that I'm lying. I've ran across people like you many, many times in the construction industry. You're a poison pill. Now, does that mean you can't change? No. Does that mean people want you to, Archie to get rid of you? I don't. I just tell you that it's one of the reasons I don't enjoy Archie's platform and I don't want to come on is because I don't want to deal with you. You come on, you don't add value, you actually take the show down. You take it down into, your own personal feelings. I'm sorry, you're not a genius. You're not a good troll. You're a good facilitator like Eddie, like Bateman.
I have a question. I don't know if any of you two can answer this question for me, but does Lux own the dungeon?
He does not. It's Archie,
Okay.
right? So this is rumor that Lux gets like what a percentage. Like he does not get a percentage of whatever Bateman gets. If Archie wants to pay him whatever, then that's between him and Archie. But like the way it's structured is after the 30% Google tax, Archie gets 50. Bateman or Jock or whoever runs the show gets 50. If Archie wants to kick back to Lux and do whatever, that's between them. I don't know what they're doing.
Well,
but yeah.
Here's where I'm going with this is I don't like Lux has his own show, and I agree he can do whatever he wants on his show with Archie in the morning, my morning. But I don't understand why he come on to the dungeon and then try to insert himself with banning people and timing people out. It just ruins the flow and it just makes him look bad. I really try to like Lux. I really try to, but in my opinion, Lux is the guy that takes one step forward and 2 steps back all the time. And it's just frustrating, you see people getting timed out for dumb stuff.
Look, sometimes it's good to drum up drama, but he to drum up drama, you got to have a thick skin. He doesn't have a thick skin.
No,
He's
he
petty.
has no thick skin. No thick skin.
I
would love to play poker with guys like, well, there's guys here that I'd love to play poker with because they have egos. They have egos and they won't let their ego go. And if you have an ego in poker, it could be a real bitch.
Anyways, Tan, let's get to the important part. Are we? Are you up to organizing a kangaroo court for Jamie? He's 100. We agreed on the whole structure of it.
Yeah, if Jamie wants to do it, why not? Right? Like it's
yeah.
it's content,
I mean,
baby.
you got the clip. Play the clip, and you'll see. Basically, we already picked the jurors.
Who's representing Jamie?
AD never calling.
Oh fuck!
Now
AD
the judge,
from the
number
dead.
one pick for the judge was Tan, but then we had to pick alternate judges. So you got Archie, you got Tan.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it like a Supreme Court hearing?
No, good old American style kangaroo court. We got a couple of the provocateur. We listen. I mean, you got the stream. I think we pretty much, it's a digital minutes of the meeting that we had. So Jamie agreed 100%. Now, I think the jurors will be no problem. I think my counselor is going to be Mo.
Can I be a juror?
I think we picked you already. Yeah. It's going to be
cool.
if people have to agree to it. People have to agree.
Yeah,
Hey.
I would love to be a juror.
Brightling, I haven't seen Brightling in a long time.
The only thing that's left up in the air was who's going to be the judge that presides over the whole event.
Let me walk this fine line here, because this GD stuff has been really what's been the crux of a lot of this. You know, I get pulled into Tan. Why are you not doing this? I'm like, man, I'm not Lux's fucking dad here, guys. Like, so let me read this out. I'm not gonna read the part that I know Lux doesn't want to read. Why no Lux report about and his errand boy JB bending people and striking, blah blah blah. Right. So you guys can see what's on the screen. This is why Lux has been timing GD out, because Lux does not want that name being put up there. I'm not gonna say what it is. On the screen. That's why Lux is saying, well, this guy is, doing doxing or whatever, right? So, and again, I don't really know if that's Lux's real name or not, but that is what it is on why GD is getting bended. Now, for me, I clear the ban lists. I let people on. It's, this is a show. We're here to make money. That's, I don't know, 10 cents, 5 cents, whatever it might be. Lux doesn't want that there in his show. That's okay. This is my show. You know what I mean? So that's,
symbolically, you can't have a better supporter. I may have my run. Hey, listen, I've timed out the Peso Cannon too. I mean, but not for trolling. It's because I don't want him promoting people's channels that I'm bended on. I think that's only fair, right, Dan?
Well, you know what, Curly? It's funny is when GD sends those super chats. When you said that it cost you like what 10 cents?
It's 28 cents per super chat.
He's like costing you money every time.
It is. I'm not lying, dude. I'm literally not lying. I mean, if you it's not by the hours. It's by the because I can't commit. I can't commit to the IT guy. How many hours I'm going to run a stream. Sometimes it's 4. Sometimes. So it's charged per super chat. I mean, anybody look into a bot, you'll see it's charged per super chat. He literally cost me 17 cents per super chat if he sends a yellow super chat.
Well, Jimmy, let me respond to this, right? So let's say that it wasn't Lux, right? Let's say that this was MT85's real name. Like Lux is saying he's doing it because of quote unquote doxing. And if he feels if that is his real name or that's why he's doing it, then that's the justification behind it, right? I don't think we wouldn't do that for anybody else that's doing that, right? Like just because you're super chat doesn't mean you can go and put someone's real name in there. Like, I mean, that's not any more straightforward than that. And yeah, I mean, I think people are like, well, I've never seen proof of that. That was proof right there, So yeah, like there's certain parts of the lines that are about fun. There's certain parts of the lines that GD is just trying to cause shit. And people are like, well, I've never seen it. Well, you just saw it right now. So, I mean, what would you do, Jimmy, in that case, right? If you saw someone else's real name being put out there, what would you do?
Well, I mean, Luxy Poo sends a lot of mixed signals because he says it's not my name, it's a pseudonym, but I'm going to ban you anyways for doing it. I mean,
well, that's the thing, right? Is it your name or not, right? Like
yeah, but I mean, you know how many times Archie's said it? Look, I mean, whatever. He could do whatever he wants. I don't hold that. I've done it myself. I mean, I have rules for my chat too. I don't want anybody attacking people in the chat. You got to have rules. So I don't care about that. I just think that, the taking that narrative and turn it into doxing, toxicate, this, that, you kind of put a narrative out there where people are doing things maliciously. And, unfortunately, I don't think you see the malicious, the malicious things that you do, Lux. I mean, you got to look at it that way. And I know Narca's talked to you about it. I know I have. I don't run away. I don't want to waste my time anymore. I mean, like I said, Lux, I'm not going to waste my time. It's not about running away. I mean, I literally give you constructive criticism, not coming from a point of hate, coming from a point of, I actually enjoy, I'll go in Nick's chat. I don't want to be held accountable for that. I'll come here. I don't want to be held accountable for that. But if you make it hard on people, why do they want to come when they could go somewhere else?
Jimmy,
I don't understand the counterproductive. I know for a fact, and not just by personal experience, but what I see. I'm not a dummy. I know for a fact that Tan works very hard, to bring people and value to Archie's platform.
Could I say something real quick? So
and you undermine that, just like you undermined it when we used to do shows. I mean, you don't remember how you were with me and Angelic and Narc, and you tried to drive a wedge between us and the Boomer Park Bench when literally the Boomer Park Bench could have started a show right after us. You were a big part of that, and I know that that's why Bear had his beef with you. You got tall poppy syndrome. I'm not saying it as an insult. I'm saying it. If Archie's your friend, why don't you dial it down a little bit, grow a thick skin, and don't take things so fucking personally.
Pause.
Yeah, go ahead, Dirk. So I want to address this with Jimmy, and then
okay. So Jimmy's right though. He, Lux said that that's not his real name. So you're right. Who do we believe? But also,
I agree with you.
I want to make one really good point. Like if you go look at Tim Wright's show now, before it used to be crazy. He used to have so many people in there, but he's banded so many people in that show. It's like 30 people watching. It's fucking boring as shit. It's just, like half the time when I go into Archie's, I don't care what Archie or Goldberg is saying. I go there to talk to bust balls with Jimmy and fucking bunch
Mix
of
it up in the chat.
Yeah.
I think Lux needs to just make a statement whether that is his name or not, right? Like if it is his name, then yeah, we'll definitely get rid of it. If it's not, then yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Like that's the way I see it. Again, I'm not fucking these guys' daddies. I'm not the judge here. I'm here to have a good time. Everybody kind of looks at me, oh, you got to do something about this. It's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I mean, come on. That's a little naive to say. I mean, that's like when Bear, I had this talk with Bear when we blew up at each other and then we made up live. We did not behind the scenes. Like, you got to you're an authority figure here. I mean, come on, you're one of the faces of the Archieverse.
Sure, but like when I hop on that. Yeah, but when I hop on the show yesterday and Archie starts going like, Tam,
people looked at you. People looked at. I mean, and plus you're a very reasonable person. People looked to you to, I'm not going to say complain. They look to you to improve their viewing experience. I mean, you have the ability to do.
Archie tried to come at me yesterday saying, Tan, like we're not gonna, we don't appreciate this. I said, and we're not gonna do this. I said, bro, do I work for you? Or do you work for me? Like, let's not get it twisted here.
Listen. I happen to play a few clips. That might be why Luxy Poo's a little upset at me because he did in a passive aggressive way, do the little snitch bitching. Archie, I hope that Tan is watching. I don't know if you caught what I said about it, but I mean, I did address it. It's like the most weak move. I mean, I ban people for a purpose. I look out for your platform. And Tan unbanning them every morning. Archie, I hope that he understands. I mean, why don't you just say you don't like to be trolled? I mean, listen, I know it's hard when people don't jump on and you're up there. And you got, Archie's actually there as a symbolic gesture to you, Lux, okay? Because it is Archie's platform. He has a built-in, he's worked very hard, 10 plus fucking years of abuse. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I'm sorry, Lux. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. There is no bigger abuse victim than Archie, and he fucking dishes it out as well as he could take it. He used to be able to. Now, maybe the effects of, a decade of abuse are taking its toll. But you don't help your cause by fucking, doing that passive aggressive. Well, I don't understand why when I ban people, Tan unbans because Tan sees the value in trolling.
I do, and
and so do I. And don't hold that against me. Don't hold it against him. I mean, there is a value in it, and unfortunately, just like Archie, people are expecting you to take the trolling.
Look, I told Archie straight up. I said, I pay for this privilege. Let's not get it twisted. Archie and I are not friends. Like, I'll say this out loud to spell it out for everybody. Archie and I are not friends. We are not friends. We may be friendly sometimes with each other, but we're not friends. Okay? He runs a show. I pay for the entertainment, and he says, hey, do you want keys? Do you want to run your own stuff? Sure. Right? I pay for that. That's kind of the extent of it. And there's people that come on here seeking a friend out of Archie, and I think that they just don't really understand why Archie is here, right? So when I hear stuff like that from Archie, like trying to tell me what to do, I'm like, look, man, like, do you want my money or not? Like, let's be super clear here.
I mean, look at Tit. So this is what I mean. Look. I mean, I'll pull up. You can pull up. It's not trolling to unban people who put in N words or racism or doxing. I've never. I mean, I don't understand your. I don't understand your reasoning. First of all, get it through your head. The people that are here, nobody fucking cares. Okay, Lux. Nobody cares. You're not cleaning up the chat. You're doing it because you don't like Mrs. Wilkinson trolling you. You don't like GD trolling you. If you want to use these straw man arguments, if you want to use these excuses, I mean, do you really think that Tan is unbanning people so they could drop N-bombs in the chat?
Not at all.
Do you think that? I mean, that's why your reasoning is flawed. You're doing it because you're having a power trip because you think you're getting overruled. I mean, it's so obvious for people to see that have had to deal with employees like you. That's why it bothered you. You feel like you're getting overruled. So he's not. You think he's unbanning N-bombers? Really? Really?
I don't know about this one, Lux. Like, the dungeon got revived because of the moves I made. Right? I reached out to Bateman. I reached out to JB. Right? I reached out to Eddie. Like that's. I do my own show. I'm doing a show right now. I'm doing a fucking 2-hour show right now. Like, I'm the one driving that. So let's not get that twisted.
Also, I want to make a point though. There's a big difference.
And plus, hey, fuck nuts. News break. Who's the number one fucking donor? Shut the fuck up. Who's the number one fucking donor? You have no respect for fucking donors, past donors. You know what? People have respect for Archie's legacy. People have respect, okay, for foundations that things are built on. It wasn't built on you. You tried to do your own. When trolling got too hard for you, you tried to start doing live streams with Justin and with fucking Luke M Tech. I even tried to help you because I was running a dungeon. I could see what you were doing. I even came on your fucking live streams, okay? You failed. And you were doing it because you were driving a wedge. You were fanning those guys to go against fucking me and Narc and Angelic and Bear. And that's why Bear finally went on there and fucking straightened all you guys out because he saw the value in what we were doing. It's about the money, Lux. It's about the money. And unfortunately, you by yourself with Archie are incapable of generating that. So why don't you have just a little bit of respect, not only for what they're doing for you that day when they come on the panel and add value to your show, but what they've done in the past. You don't have any past respect for anybody.
Can I just be clear? My comment got misunderstood. Tan. I wasn't trying to say what you were saying. What I was trying to say is that the reason why I ban people is because of people going after Archie's sons, like real nasty shit, racism, M-bombs, and what I was trying to imply is that the channel still here is because I try to make sure shit like that isn't here. Because if it is here, it'll get reported and the channel can get taken down. That's what I was trying to
If you actually notice, like, who's banned in the dungeon, right? Like, there's one name that's banned that kept banned in the dungeon, and it's actually JB's, like, full name. It's one name that's always been banned, right? So, like, when you say, like, I'm promoting the doxing thing, because this is the part that a lot of people are not clear about.
I didn't say you're promoting doxing.
I know, but the GD thing, right? So are you confirming that that's your name? Like, you just need to be clear here. Because
I'm talking about N-bombs. I'm talking about racism. I'm talking about shit. Talking about Archie's family. Talking about Archie's sons. I remove stuff like that.
I'm gonna address the plastic one in a second. Let me get the super chat from the Emperor himself. Mech, I've made you Emperor of the fucking dungeon. You need to show up sometimes. $20. One only legacy Archie has is being absolutely decimated by OC and then attempting to bounce by staging a fake robbery and hoping his big donors buy them only watches. Watch ultimately ended up busting. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
You're bad.
Look, the plastic thing doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, plastic has a lot of history with the channel, right? Plastic is, he's doing his trolling, he's talking shit. Archie talks shit back to him. Like, that's, people want to see that.
Archie decimates plastic. That's why plastic gets so
you
decimates
him. You know what plastic's done behind the scenes to Archie?
No, nobody shares this shit, man.
Yeah, there's reasons why it's not shared.
But he doesn't share it, right? So he can't go and say,
"Well, share it," because it's that fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but nobody has a fucking crystal ball here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, "Well, we don't want this guy Because and Archie says I don't want this guy for whatever reason. He on a whim he gets mad at TW and he throws him off, right? Like it's hard to decipher.
Is the timing and banning people, is it because of the racism and the N-word, or is it because of them doxing your first name? Because I get the N-words, right? And we all know who the N-word guy is here. We all know. Let's not play stupid, right? We all know, and that's totally appropriate to ban. But like,
yeah, but then he gets unbanned tomorrow, so it's kind of pointless. That was my point when I was saying.
Yeah, but he changes up his screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. They use it like one day and then they go. All you got to do is set the chat. This is the way to stop that. Not even. You just set the chat to like a certain subscriber time. Like needs to be subscribed for 2 days, and then like it'll stop it. I've done it numerous times. Like there's other ways to go about it. Hey, we got Fat Windbag. Finally, Fat Windbag Ben. You're paying homage to the pontiff himself here. All the problems are caused by weed. I love Fat Windbag Ben, man. He's got a hard on for me, and I find that super funny. Like Lux, you need to be clear about the GD thing, right? Because I think Jimmy wouldn't be so upset if that's like, hey, that's my name. I don't want that in the chat, and that's why the guy's getting banned, right? If that's the case, cool. But you haven't been super clear, and that's why people think you're playing games. So that's what it is.
Well, I mean, all right. So Lux, you're saying that GB, it's because of doxing. Then why did you go on the rant about his super chats adding up to nothing? Why did you do that?
That's true. It's a separate thing. It's true. Super chats.
So you don't find that GD brings value to your play. And I know he steps over the line and going over the line. I mean, that's your call to moderate that. But I mean, you literally went on a rant shaming him for not bringing value and being a freeloader.
No. So you saw that, right? You saw what I was.
Well, I played it on my channel. I thought it was hilarious that you would do that to the guy.
Okay, so the reason I'll repeat really shortly.
Yeah, the whole chat was in revolt.
I'll repeat shortly what I said. Him sending a ½ super chat is disrespectful for those that actually do send $100 red super chats, or $10 super chats, or $1 super chats. He wants all this attention for 1 cent.
Yeah.
But he's
bringing
attention to your show. Do you understand that he's bringing attention to your show?
No, what is it bringing?
Why do you think that those other people were super chatting? Nah, whatever.
You can have your
opinion.
We're
always going to disagree on that.
Yeah, we will.
Let me speak about GD, right? So GD, his history, right? He starts off with the Hail Caesar, right? The hand up. He's fucking likes Archie. This guy, like, he's not a Archie
Pay Caesar
hater.
his tribute.
Yeah, like, okay, it's a 2-cent thing. It's a joke, right? Like, that's it. Some people find it funny. I find it very funny, actually, that he does that. And you know what? It's like, look, if it's doxing, Lux, I agree with you. But you need to be super clear about that, you know, because if you're not clear, then people just think you're just doing it because you're being a dick.
Well, I'm not. The reason why I'm not going to be clear is because I don't want people to know what my name is. So
right,
why would
then
yes
don't. Right,
I'll let them keep guessing whether it's real or not.
Yeah, but then don't ban the guy, right? Like,
but I mean, Lux, do you understand that there's such a small group left? Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares.
That's up to you.
Well, I mean, you tell me. I mean, it's my opinion. I stand by it. I mean, nobody cares.
I don't think people should be pulling Mookie's wrench. Mookie's not part of this shit anymore, guys. Like, he's a legacy guy. He's like plastic. He's a legacy guy. He's here to have a good time. Like, don't pull that guy's wrench. Like,
Ask Archie if Plastic's a legacy guy.
Okay, but like Mookie didn't do anything to anybody recently. Like, leave him alone. Like, don't pull that. I had to put that guy's wrench back. I'm the one who wrenched Mookie. He's helped us out. He's thrown clips up. You know, I've stolen some of his clips. It's okay. I stole them because I had them from like when he sent them to me back in the day. Stuff he couldn't delete.
Stealing is such a strong word.
It's okay. I borrowed, but I paid him back with a wrench, right? That's why, you know, like, who's de-wrenching this guy? Like, Rich Mitch is a friend of the channel. Don't de-wrench Rich Mitch just because he was on Nick's channel. Like, Nick has been defeated, boys. The guy has no money. I'm sorry. He lost. Like, you know, as much as he says otherwise, like, the guy is, like, not that important. Like,
also,
people ask, can I just say address to Jackson? People are like, why are you not
addressing
addressing
Jax? Here comes the treachery trolling. He got
his
treachery
clearly. It's like, people ask, why don't you address Jax? I'm like, number one, I got nothing bad to say about Jax. And number two, like, honestly, like, I like trolling Nick. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, Jax wants to get into beef. That's okay, but he's not like that important
it's
to
good
me.
Therapy for Jax. We're all here for therapy,
I
man. It's good
I actually find Jax entertaining. because the way he goes on his rants, dude, I'm like, bro, this is a folk. He's a cultist, dude.
Look, let him have his fun. Like, let him have his fun. He's mad at me.
But it's like me going to the zoo watching a fucking gorilla eat his own shit. That's how I laugh at it. Right?
Well, I mean, all right. So let me ask you something, Dirk. Am I wrong? But like, I find Jax charming for this simple reason. Like I find Doc's report charming. You could literally engage in the chat and change what he says and talks about.
True,
right?
But unfortunately,
I mean, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to do. It's kind of fun to do. I mean, you could literally
you and maybe Urinator are the only guys that aren't banned there. So,
I didn't know that.
It's kind of a moot point.
Oh, you're banned? You're bended?
Oh yeah, I'm bended.
I don't even understand the Urinator angle. The guy doesn't pay any money. Like, he's somewhat funny. Like, it's I don't know. I really don't get that angle with Nick and Urinator.
Opportunity.
I get a kick out of Jax when he goes, I'll get my troops going and we will fucking go crazy, man. My guys. Like,
that's why I say, let the guy have his fun. He wants to talk some shit. Okay, it's not like, it's just funny because like JDMTL thinks that's gonna bother me, right? I'm like, dude, like, it's gonna take a lot more to catfish me. Ask fucking Fat Windbag Ben. He's tried to go at me multiple times.
A Lambo's really a Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like a guy who's driving a Lexus is like throwing shade. Like, really, like, is that really gonna bother me? Like, come on.
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, it's like, come on. I mean, it's funny. It's retardedly funny. I mean, I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I do. Yeah, that's fake Lambo, right?
Let him have his
fake
fun,
Lambo.
Right? Like, let him keep going. Let him have his fun because what he wants is for me to get triggered. And I think he needs to understand that, like, I'm the triggerer. I don't think so. I think he's just, dude. I think he's just. Look, I mean, he found out the secret sauce. What I told him a long time ago. Don't turn your fucking camera on because what happens is people play clips of you on camera, like popping his zit, jumping, doing fucking push-ups. I go, all you got to do is do that, and then you could get your stream therapy in. Because the thing is, you get triggered. I mean, unfortunately, Jax may not want to admit it, but he easily got triggered by somebody would play. Even I mean, the thing that's funny to me, Lux, that you keep bringing up, like I trolled the guy. I hardly did Jax fucking content. I made a couple of clips about him. I would make fun of him doing fucking, jumping off his fridge for $10 or doing push-ups or his grinder pick that he did.
I don't know what you did to him. I really don't know what you did to him, but he
did it to himself. He did it to himself.
Look, if anybody's gonna get
his big thing was he thought I was taking his keys away in a dungeon, which I give a fuck about wrenches and keys and all that stuff. It had nothing to do with it.
Dude, if somebody's gonna get so triggered over getting his keys taken away and like want to take his life, God forbid, then he has no business being on.
That's it. But Dirk, I mean, look, I'm not here to judge him. It's his outlet. He enjoyed it. All right. Obviously he listens to everything because he knows what's going on. So it was his outlet, and he felt like somebody was personally infringing on his outlet.
Can I apologize?
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. Good talking to Tan, Curly, Lux. Hey Lux, just do me a favor, man. Just try to cool off a little bit.
I know that I get triggered sometimes. I know that I have been
extremely triggered. You gotta chill, man. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Curly, can I apologize to you seriously?
I mean, seriously.
Can we actually have a decent, like, fucking, like, if
we have a normal
conversation, back and forth?
I mean, but Lux, I'm just saying. I know you watch this stuff. Do you know what my theory is with fucking YouTube apologies? Why don't we just put it like this? I mean, Jamie and I had a fucking fantastic idea. We're gonna do a kangaroo court. We're gonna do it on a dungeon, 50-50 split, no shakedown. Okay,
let's do it.
All right, but here's the thing. Just do me a fucking favor. Don't apologize. They don't mean anything. Do a reset. Just let's chalk it up.
No, but I want to say sorry for what I said 10 minutes ago. Can you just let me say it? Because
that makes you feel good. Go ahead.
I just want to say I'm sorry for accusing you of pushing Jax over the line. I said it 10 minutes ago in the chat, and I just want to say I shouldn't have said that, because I know with Jax it was more than just that. It was a lot of things.
Well, look, the scab is healed. Why create a new scab? So reset, water under the bridge with Jax. I think that with Jax, I mean, I can't speak for Jax, but I mean, I think with Jax, He's using it as shtick to be relevant, dude. I mean, so
Oh,
why let it bother you?
I'm addicted to his shows. You know his shows lately? It's fucking. I love it. I'm watching all of them. It's fucking hilarious.
Sorry, Puck. We're not gonna let you. I sent you a message earlier, Puck. Like we're doing drama. Like we're not doing this today, Puck. If you want to hop on, Bateman's gonna be on later. He might let you on. We got a super chat. Jefferson Exotic, $5. As a discerning troll, this is the fine quality dramas I come here for. Red meat, yes. And we talked about you earlier, Jefferson Exotic, and I kind of think what Curly and Lux are saying here is everybody just needs to lighten up. Like even Nick, right? Like lighten the fuck up, have a good time. Don't fucking rage out of control like Jamie was doing and everybody else, right? Like just clam the fuck down, have a good time. Like let Jax go on his rant. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Like we're all here to have a good time. Everyone's got the right to have their opinions. It's all good. That's the way I see it. Like I told you guys, I'm not a friend of Archie's. He's not my friend. Okay, I'm here for entertainment. I pay for it. That's the extent of what it is. I turn it off.
Dial back the reaching into the real world stuff. I mean, some people take these threats of doxing and all that stuff. They take it too far. It's just it doesn't have to go there. There's no entertainment value in it. I don't see the entertainment value.
Hey, Curly, I never called you a cunt. Why did you call me a cunt?
Hey, you know what happened to me, Danny? You gave me the fucking, you gave me that rap. It's a fucking Sony Music. They fucking copyright infringed me on it.
Jesus.
Now I know why I don't play it anymore. Yeah, it's SMI. I got SMI, Sony Music Industries. Fuck, man, that was my favorite rap you ever did. Oh, it's completely unintentional.
I didn't have a clue. I just got it on a karaoke.
So don't get mad at me if I recreate it because I'm not. Those lyrics are fucking gold.
You do what you want. I don't care. I didn't think I could get it because I did, once I sent them, deleted it. But I remembered that I sent it. If that makes sense. So
I played it. They said that your content has been restricted to certain parts of the country, and I'm like, what the fuck? The only people that do that, like anything that's Sony Music Industry, I don't know how much they pay YouTube.
I never paid Sony. Why didn't Sony?
You can't play
me?
AC/DC. You can't play whoever's under Frank Sinatra. Sony Music Industry is the worst, man. So,
and I was like, wow.
Jimmy, the shit's not gonna last more than like fucking 10 minutes, dude. Like it's gonna pop off. And, like,
of course.
what are you talking about, Jimmy? This is not
Mark the Shark makes me laugh. Don't fall for it, Curly. Please make AI Jamie and Jammy and fucking Lux Club. Of course.
Yeah, this isn't gonna stop, boys. Come on, like
we have to do the lead up.
Jamie.
We got to lead up to the kangaroo court, guys. Come on, man.
Listen, I was pretty disappointed, and I told Curly this to what Jamie did. But again, at least the guy had balls to jump on, admit that he fucked up.
Can I be honest with you? You are so obtuse. It's not. It's called damage control, buddy.
Okay, but a lot of people don't do that.
It's called self-preservation.
Okay, that's fine, but a lot of people won't do that. Curly, you know that. A lot of people don't do that.
From what I understood, the atmosphere at the Bro House got really nasty with Jamie doing that. But
that's a different.
Listen, I don't want a
different story, bro.
I don't want to undermine. I don't listen.
No,
the gold that's going to come out of this is going to be the kangaroo court. The only thing that is unsettled is who's going to be the judge.
Okay.
We got
a different story, but respectfully, I know you were. Well, okay. I just thought it was courageous. Regardless.
Will you be coming to my stream in the morning, JB?
I will if I can. I will. I always do.
Mark the Shark, $2. Type 1 if you want JD to be unbanned. I think we got a couple ones here. We got Mark the Shark. We got Horology Dungeon. That was me. We got Jimmy. We got Helms. We got a few ones here in the chat to unban GD. Now, GD needs to not use that name because I think that's the crux of what's going on here. So,
well, GD needs to be a grown ass man, right? Like if something that is causing you to get banned, and the channel owners or the show sponsors or the show, runners, whatever you want to call it, dude, stop doing it. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. If they say stop fucking saying that goddamn name, stop saying that goddamn name. End of story. Stop your bitching. Start your complaining. Stick a fucking stiff rod up your ass and shut the fuck up. That's it. Plain and simple.
Lux,
I never
Lux,
banned you,
embrace
JD.
the hate,
JD,
Lux.
why did you
Embrace the
ban
hate,
me?
Lux. Embrace the hate. You know what? You should unban
Seriously,
JD
dude.
yourself. Embrace the hate, baby.
Dude, I don't fucking ban anybody, okay?
What?
I don't ban.
You're
I don't
so
ban
full
anybody.
of shit.
Who do I ban, bro? Who do I ban?
Did you not see Marcelo's message? You ban everybody.
What? I ban everybody?
Yeah,
Are
you didn't.
serious?
Let me pull this message up again for you, JB.
I didn't see it. What the fuck am I?
JB, are you
Nick
quad
said. What are you
polar?
talking
Are you quad polar or just you got to be more than
Dude,
bipolar? You got to
I
be quad
don't
polar.
ban anybody. I asked Marcelo if I could run a show on his channel before I run any show.
That's
I
like
tell
Jock
him
doesn't
my
drink.
opinion. Okay, well, you can believe whatever you want. I'm just telling you, dude.
I mean, this is what Nick is saying to Marcelo. Why does JB ban all the solid donors? Solid donors.
don't.
Marcelo,
I'm
you're
the
only
solid donor. I'm
Exactly.
the motherfucking solid donor. I was banned. Who's he talking? He's projection fucking ultimate 101. Are you kidding me?
We got Nelson in the chat. Nice to see you, Nelson.
The
Jesus
Canadian
Christ.
brother.
Fuck me dead, bro. What the fuck are we talking about here? I don't
Go to ring Archie and have a
I
word
swear to
with
God.
Archie about this because it's not the best way to go about things. So I'm going to ring Archie and tell him all about it.
Dude, I swear to God, I don't ban anybody. I asked Marcel if I can run.
You fucking ban me, JB.
I'm sorry, I didn't ban you. I'm sorry. When he says, JB, I'm going to ban this guy, I'm like, dude, do whatever you want to do. It's your channel. It's not my channel. I tell him all, dude. I swear to God, you guys wouldn't believe our conversations, dude. I know what everybody
tartan
thinks.
tablets.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
What the fuck is a tartan tablet?
A tartan tablet?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm telling you, dude. This is the conversation. I swear to God on my kids and my wife, dude. This is the conversation.
Take it easy, Francis. Calm down. We're having a little fun. Take it easy.
Yeah, I
Take it
know,
easy.
but I'm saying this is really the conversations we have, which is funny. It's hilarious. People think it's a joke. Oh, you run that channel. No, I don't. And I treat it with respect, right?
Wait, hold on a second. I mean, I'm not prepared for this, but I mean, do you want me to replay the fucking stream you did this morning?
No. Listen what I'm telling you.
Was that a different JB?
No. When I say I treat it, no, hold on. Hey, buddy. When I say I treat it with respect, I treat the channel owner with respect. I tell him what I'm going to talk about. I tell him what I'm going to do, and he's like, "Yeah, go for it." What else can I do?
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck as long as
exactly.
Yeah, as long as you send in $20, they'll let you do whatever you want.
It's his. Right.
Charlie,
What's the difference there?
Charlie, could you make a clip of me going down 87 floors in the wheelchair?
Oh shit!
All right, so Skyzen, see, I had a completely different take. Everybody, hey, you know what? It's a very valid point because I mean, you know, it shows that Abu Dubai is not ADA friendly. Okay, so what happens if you're at the bro house?
Push him down.
How do you know that?
Well,
Who
because
just pushed me straight out the balcony with a parachute on?
well, hey,
I don't give a fuck.
ADA, you got to have a designated. The freight elevator is always operable for ADA for people in disabled people. So Skyzen, I didn't understand. Everybody was hemming and hawing. What? Oh my God! Can you imagine if we had Skyzen? What would we do? Who would carry him down the stairs? Obviously, you look around that room. Ain't nobody carrying you down fucking 87 flights of stairs. So I mean,
Maybe
I don't
Mrs.
know why
Dodger.
it was so
Maybe Mrs.
controversial.
Dodger. She's stronger. She's strong. Miss Dodger's
I don't know what it was so controversial about my solution. I would simply lay you in the bathtub, turn the water on, say a prayer, wish you good luck, and hopefully when the fucking fire's over, we come back upstairs and you're not barbecued or boiled. That's all.
Skyzen, what did I say?
Skyzen, do you not think it was a good idea?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I was impressed with that one.
Better than mine.
I mean, it's better than leaving you there. It's better than
down
just
the stairs. That's what I
ain't
said.
nobody carrying you down 87 flights of stairs in that crew. I can tell you that right now.
Skyzen's such a good dude, bro. I swear.
All I'd have to do is wheelie down every step all the way down.
Skyzen, would you like to know the official answer to your question?
Jesus Christ.
Make the clips. I love it.
That would be a good question. You just got a point.
Hey, I saw that you're showing your face on your mixing channel now. There you go. Attaboy. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I've stopped doing the talking hands style videos.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, dude, you got you got everything going for you for that, man.
Oh, DJ Lux is ready for a backlog now, aren't you, Lux?
I need some I need some fucking. I need some music that you create.
House music, baby. House
Yeah.
music all night long. House music all night long.
Dude, you got to do that. You can't use anybody's music on YouTube anymore.
No,
It's crazy.
I can use it, but I just can't obviously get
Yeah, but you modify it highly with your mixing.
No, all my videos are all copyrighted.
Whoa,
They
really?
were. Yeah, you got to be careful with that nowadays, dude.
No, it's fine because I'm not monetized. I don't actually lose anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
YouTube said as long as I keep it non-monetized, I can do whatever I want on DJing.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, when
And if it does get monetized, obviously it goes to the record labels that I play.
Or you get struck, right? Or you get struck.
No, most of them labels take the royalties. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So I've looked into it before.
Yeah, but when you get reviewed for monetization, if you don't already have their licenses and you don't, they won't monetize you.
What the fuck is going on in this photo here, guys? Like,
dude,
what are you talking about?
Look at the screen, Jamie.
Pot of boiling
Hold on a
crabs,
second.
man.
This is OC's pool
My
party.
God.
Like OC's pool
Jesus
party.
Christ.
Just a bunch of fucking
A bunch
sausage.
of fucking gay guys. Seriously, I mean, what the fuck? Logan Hall.
Look how
I love
happy
Logan
Jamie
Hall.
is here.
Okay, let's criticize this for a little bit. Okay, it's okay. They put it out. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Air King Ben lost a lot of weight, man.
He did.
Yeah, I thought that was
He
massive
did.
for a second.
Yeah, he did. Logan Hall. He has a big head for his body. I love Logan Hall. He's an awesome dude. I love the guy to death, but I didn't notice his head was so big. And then you got who's that? When the what's his fucking name?
Watchaholic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's from back in the day. And then you got look, who's the dumbest looking one?
I mean, Jamie looks pretty happy in this, man. Like, he's having a
You
great
see,
time. Like,
what a diplomatic answer. Who's the dumbest one? Well, Jamie looks happy.
He's so fucking happy in this. Like,
What a jack
I don't know how happy I would be, like, with a bunch of dudes, like, in a fucking
Sorry,
pool, like,
I'm back. Lux kicked me out. I'm joking. He didn't kick me. I fucked up. I pressed the wrong button. You got Jamie as the dumbest looking one. Seriously. I mean, come on, Jamie. I love you, bro, but seriously.
he just looks so happy to be in this pool with a bunch of dudes, man. Like, I don't get it. Like,
I don't know.
You know what the weird thing about
Are they wearing swimming trunks?
You know what the weird thing about this whole situation is, Tan? You know that Tim put an embargo. He wouldn't appear on anybody's Gonzo stream unless it was his.
he appeared on the dungeon for like a second. He had a cameo appearance. His like one eye was pointed at the camera, and then
Did he
like,
say hello, or did he just do a
No.
walk
He just
by?
fucking walked by and he told Daniel.
How about the whole
that
cat
is so weird. I mean,
situation,
I don't know how I don't know how a grudge and spite could be that deep that you know for the good of all the people. Why make it awkward for everybody who don't? I heard that. I mean, I saw that OC tried to walk up to him on Tim's live stream and shake his hand, and Tim took him off camera and fucking blew him off.
He kind of faked him out. Like, hey, see ya.
It's just look, you know what? I mean,
So
you know, you
weird,
got to
dude.
rise to the level of the occasion. You make when
Jesus.
you do that, you make it awkward on all the people.
Of course,
I mean,
dude. You know?
imagine all the people that spent how much money they spent to go to this event, and then you're gonna do
Jesus.
shit like that. It's weird.
By the way, this party right here, Dodger said was $200 each.
Jesus Christ, $200 to swim with a bunch of dudes, man.
Yep.
Like, what
Just
the?
to get your
each.
prostate massaged.
Yep, $200
Yeah,
each. That's what
5
Dodger
British
said.
pounds from Rich
Live.
Mitch, who says that
Serious.
photo is gayer than another man spunking up your arse. Yeah, man. Like, when I saw this as a thumbnail, I was like, "Is this really?"
These are your fellow watch collectors right here, man. These are your fellow watch collectors.
If you watch the video, there are like women in this pool, but then they chose to take a photo of just a bunch of dudes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, paying $200 to go to swim in the pool with a bunch of dudes does not sound like my kind of idea of a good time.
And why
I don't know, man.
are they I don't understand the one finger up. Are they calling for easy or what's going on? MAGA? I mean, I don't
Nah,
know.
man. It's that one
The
guy has his finger up Jamie's ass, and Jamie's really
Jesus
fucking happy. Like,
Christ, watch out. That's why
You're
he's
like
happy.
number one
That's
in
what
the
you're
watch
telling me
community
right now?
hobby.
Now I can't unsee that. Fuck, now I can't unsee that. Wristwatchaholic has a finger up Jamie's ass. He's laughing. He
he's
has
so
no hands
happy.
up.
He's so pleased.
Now
being
I
in this
can't
pool.
unsee that. Tan, what the fuck did you just do? Jesus
One in
Christ.
the pit. One in the
Like
pit.
Jim Henderson with Kermit the Frog, isn't it?
Like Curly did he did some review of like the one pool party that Tim did with like Daniel Katz and OC. Like this is some next level fucking weird shit. So I was expecting to see like a lot of coverage on this because this is just
It's $200 to get the infinity pool view, right?
Jesus, how ridiculous is
The
that?
funny
Seriously,
thing is Dodger jumped on the stream, and it was Dodger, my watch apprentice, and Mrs. Dodger were on the 5th floor of the building they were on, and Dodger's take on the $200, top G pool party was fucking hilarious. No, not going up there, not going up with those. I'm not a top G.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I've kind of thought about this because I mean I've been to a lot of pool parties in Vegas, and there's guys, there's girls, everybody, right?
What do you think of my ball washing seat, Curly? Look at that for a bit of ball washing.
That's easy access for sure.
Exactly.
I would have like transposed a photo of Jamie in the pool and put them on that chair. You know what I mean? Just see how happy he is and put the guy behind him with the finger up his ass. Like, what's going on, JB?
Jeez. Dude, I got kicked off again. I don't know how. This time wasn't my fault. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. You keep coming on and off, on and off, on and off.
I know what's going on.
You need an Android like me, JB.
It's them thick ass walls, bro. It's them thick ass walls.
Boys, I got to run. I got some shit to do. I was here to just do an hour show, but obviously Curly hopped on, give us some insight, which was great. We had Lux, JB, Skyzen, Danny, all the guys hopping on. I appreciate it.
Hey, can you link over to Marcelo?
Yeah. Let me do that.
Dan, do me a favor. Look up if you got some time. Look over on that clip when we started talking about the kangaroo court. See what you're thinking.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll let Mo know like
good.
what time I can do it and stuff like that. But 100%, I'm in. Like you guys know that.
Yeah, it's going to be getting everybody together on what day you want to do. I can't do it really after Thanksgiving would be good for me. But I mean, listen,
I'm good anytime. You guys can invite me.
You got my permission to make a clip, Curly.
You're gonna all right. Just so you know, you were first choice for judge.
Sure.
Judge.
No,
No.
I'm not.
I'm talking about Tan. I'm talking about Tan.
Okay,
yeah, you guys know I'll do it. I'll help out, no problem. Does Marcel have a show set up, JB? Is that what's
he
up?
does. I think it's at 10. So
Have a good afternoon, guys.
All right,
10,
see you, Curly.
15,
Thanks for hopping on.
Thank you, Crow. 14 minutes,
right.
I think.
Yeah, let me find his.
Why don't we keep it going? Do you have to go right now, dude?
I do, man. I got some shit to do. So, why don't you?
Can hear me.
Well, no, fire up
I can't
on.
hear you guys.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's because Curly hopped off. That's the iOS problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I just told him to start Marcelo's show. I'm gonna link it over right now. I gotta
Cheers for having us one time.
Yeah, I just got some shit going on tonight, so I wasn't planning to be here that long.
No, so cheers for having us on, and I'll catch up with you
Hey,
soon.
man, I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for hopping on, man.
Cheers, thank you.
JB, you're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, dude.
Yeah, just fire up
fire
up Marcelo's show.
I'm gonna start. All right, I'm gonna start it right now. All right, cool. I'll say bye to the punchers while I do I'm
that.
gonna go.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So I guess I have the final word here because JB's hopping off. Fat Win Back Ben, I'm really happy that you decided to come by the fucking dungeon, man. Like, this is your home. Like, the verse, man. What the fuck are you doing hiding in the Shadowlands? Have some fun with us. Tan has some bum fights to sort out. I definitely do. I guess the moral of the story, I'm going to kick JB off here. I guess the moral of the story here, guys, is clam the fuck down. Have a bit of fun with this. It's not that serious. That's the way I see it, guys. I don't see it any more differently than that. I think people need to not escalate shit. Just fucking have a good time, smile about it. You heard how Skyzen was. I think that's the way to take it. And look, not everybody's going to take it that way. Not everybody likes to be made content out of. I get it, right? And that if that's not for you, then, like I said, don't engage. Don't get on the shows. But it's a bit of fun. We're having a bit of drama. It's been a good show. We had about 70 viewers. Appreciate everybody here. 2 hours. I wasn't planning to go over an hour. Usually these Locks reports are pretty quick, but this was the Locks report. I am the narrative. I'll see you guys next time. Say thank you to all the super chatters. We had JB, JDMTL. We had Ray, my boy from Ireland. We had Boris, who I haven't seen in a long time. Appreciate Boris. We had GD, quick flash up. Not going to keep that up too long. We got the Emperor himself, Mech, tonight. Appreciate that. We had Jefferson Exotic. We had Mark the Shark and Rich Mitch. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Send you guys over to Marcelo's. Keep the party going, and let's not fucking get too fucking upset about this shit.